Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Inkosi Super Cup Season 2, Week 3. We will be covering the CSGO games tonight. I am joined by my co-caster, Mr. Innuendo. How are you today?
Good, thanks yourself, Daniel.
Yeah, I'm all right. Myself, Desolation. Today we're going to be covering the semi-finals and finals of the CSGO games. With the first semi-final, we were going to see ATK versus Sin 5, but unfortunately, Sin 5 had to drop out from the week. That's unfortunate. That would have been an insane game to watch. But our first game that we will be covering will be Energy Esports versus Goliath. William, tell us a little bit more about what's happening there.
All right, but these two teams are really good teams in the South African scene right now. And the last time these guys faced up against each other, they were 2-1 in favor of GG. They were pretty close games. If I can remember off the top of my head, they were 16-8 on Dust to Goliath, and then a 16-13 on Inferno to Energy, which is quite surprising because Goliath is pretty decent on Inferno. And then a 16-10 on Mirage, which is also a fairly close score. Yeah, it was pretty tight between these two, and I think today in this best of one, it's going to be another tight game. I think we're in for some good games tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you just talked about Energy actually taking the map off of Goliath on Inferno there. We've seen this actually quite a few times. Goliath are dropping the map of Inferno to other teams quite often, actually. We've seen them drop to ATK a few times, but I feel like that's a little bit of a weak side of theirs. It seems like their set plays right at the end. They just seem to lack their mid game is all right, and they seem to get those entries onto site very well, but then it just comes down to that mid game that I feel like they're lacking a bit on Inferno specifically. But yeah, we'll be getting into the veto as soon as possible. And it seems like we will be watching Inferno. We just spoke about it, William.
Yeah, what a surprise, hey? I mean, we were just talking about how like Energy beat, Goliath on Inferno, and they look so good on Inferno, and we're gonna see that tonight. A bit of a grudge match, I'd say. Goliath coming back for revenge on a map they lost not too long ago.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting because I'm surprised that the insta ban of Inferno didn't come out right at the beginning.
Yeah, to be honest, sorry there, Daniel. I was kind of hoping we'd see a Vertigo for once in a blue moon in a South African game, but it looks like Goliath are very confident and want to take Energy back on this map that they lost.
I feel like South African teams just aren't ready to play Vertigo at the moment, especially with the new changes on the map. And we haven't seen any of the teams really play Vertigo in the past. I feel like that's almost an instant ban for majority of South African teams, as there a lot of the other teams, a lot of the like tier 2 teams, their map pools pretty much consist of the casual Dust 2, Mirage, Nuke, sometimes Nuke, Train. That's about it, as well as I mentioned Mirage already and Inferno, which we will be seeing today. So I'm actually quite surprised that that Goliath didn't ban out Inferno.
Yeah, Inferno. I'm expecting Destroyed and Panda to come out big with the AWPs. I think Panda's the main AWPer for their side. We've seen ADM what he can do with the AWP on this map, and now we're gonna see Destroyed and Panda up against ADM. They're gonna have to create some big space for the team. Yeah.
Panda's definitely been an MVP player for his team, but on the sides of Goliath, we see the likes of ADM, Mango, who's been playing phenomenally as when he's role switched from a lurker to a sort of an entry fragger, sort of an impact player, and as well as Adaro, though they're playing out of their minds week after week after week. We almost never see a bad game from them, and that's amazing to see the consistency.
These guys are pushing really hard. You can see they're very passionate about the game. They're practicing day in, day out. They're trying to do new things all the time. And I mean, it shows, like, you know, all these years. I mean, I've been playing with some of these guys before they were like as good as they are now, and they've really grown quite a bit. And yeah, it's really nice to see that there's a lot of hard work with these guys.
And it seems like we'll be moving straight into it. Yeah, Inferno. Like I said before, this is a complete shock to me that Goliath managed to let this slip. And Energy, this is going to be an insane game. I think Energy can take this, but Goliath definitely the favorite to win this map pick. It's going to be quite interesting. William, what are your thoughts on it?
I think it's going to be quite a tight game, but I still think Goliath will take it. But I mean, it is a best of one. Uh, the Energy did win this map the last time these guys played up against each other, but it's really hard to pick who's going to be the winner here. But I still think Goliath are going to take this.
Yeah, Goliath definitely going to be thirsty for another win, as they did win last week. They won the weekly cup last week. As we did see ATK get taken out by Nyatamas, and then Nyatamas lost it towards the end of the grand final from last week. It's going to be quite interesting to see. I unfortunately we don't get to see Nyatamas in this series this week, as they did manage to place out into the monthly cup. They already have a spot sitting for them in the monthly cup, and we see Goliath just trudging through week after week after week, getting the wins every single time and taking away one weekly win in the grand finals, and ATK managing to swoop up majority of the rest of those.
Looks like we're going live.
This is we're going to be seeing Goliath on the CT side and Energy towards the T side. I think Energy is going to have a very explosive start to the first half. I think they need to exert their dominance very quickly, and we'll be right into it right away. And as I say that, a very explosive start. Let's see if they can get the round going, as it is going to be a very slow start to Energy in the round, just setting up their plays towards the banana. 2 players only towards banana. Ooh, ADM holding a nasty angle. Adara does take quite a bit of damage there. I think he got dinked all the way down there by a Glock. And now, no rotations coming out from Goliath, though. We see Adara still sitting there towards Archer side, ready for the calls to come from his team. And we're going to be seeing the entry now. ADM does rotate back. The amount of flashes that both teams are experiencing at the moment. And we do see Dams get the first pick against Massacre, and ADM is going to have to scrap up something as soon as that smoke clears for his team. Everybody now rushing. No players rotating towards that banana, and that might be an Energy's favor, as they do have an advantage having 2 players towards that banana to possibly retake if Goliath managed to get control back over side. And Mango gets a first frag against Panda. And now we'll see the execute come out from Goliath, entering back into site. They do have control. ADM not able to shoot the players there in banana, and gets punished for that.
Yeah, very standard round coming out there from Energy. I think what Goliath were trying to do there was play far back, giving up banana, maybe trying to get Energy to think that they're running into a stack there. But yeah, just playing it nice and slow, being very quiet on banana. And then Goliath not able to really hear many players. So no rotate coming out, just to standard execute onto site. And that's the round for them. Very important round at that too.
Yeah, Goliath now on the back foot. This will see Energy Esports just buying up a few MAC-10s, going to be farming that cash. And we do see Panda with the Galil taking out Adara right at the beginning of the round. And Bomb still lurking towards that mid, undecided of where they're going to be executing. We do see the Scouter on Zip. The Goliath do decide to force up, trying to make some plays with those Eagles and Scout. And Destroyed manages to get some sort of bomb with his MAC-10. And now he will be getting a lot of information for his team onto the B. Bomb's still not committed towards any site. But I think we'll see them slowly rotate towards that B side, as they do know there is one scout player. But do they know ADM is on backside? And Zip gets a beautiful frag onto TNT there. And they didn't spot ADM, but ADM chokes his shots and will get punished for that, as well as a player in CT gets taken down. Zip will need to nurse this the scout and save it for his team. I think we'll be seeing a save up from Goliath next round.
I love that word you use there, nurse. Nurse his gun.
He's got to look after that preciously, as we'll probably see Zip make some sort of aggressive play. Hopefully we might see maybe 4 players push down into Banana, get Zip set up to take out one of the players of Energy with a swooping headshot.
Yeah, I mean, that scout is, it's a very dangerous gun. I think it's pretty OP for the price you get for it. And it's very consistent. Like, you can hit crazy headshots with that thing.
I mean, the moving accuracy with the scout is absolutely incredible. And it only costing almost nothing, under 2K. It's incredible with what you can do with it. And the thing that I think that makes it so powerful is that is your movement speed with it. So you can peek crazy angles, strafe like Sonic, and then just get these beautiful pre-fire headshots off onto the other team, and then there we go. You're already they're a man down, and you shouldn't take any damage. And now Zip.
There we go. Opening kill for Zip there. The headshot onto Tianki.
Beautiful shot onto Tianki there. This is what I'm saying. You just, those wide peek, like he just wide peeked out. Tianki wasn't even ready, and 4 players stacked up on B side for Goliath here. This might be, Massive gets a beautiful nade damage, and it seems like it was going towards the side of Goliath, but now we just see Energy Esports swooping those kills back up after they did get the entry onto one of the players there. Adara getting spotted out there. And Lechlord gets taken out by Panda. I wonder what happened there. I think they might have heard that tick of damage onto Zip, but let's see if they will do anything with this knowledge, as both of them are stacking towards, and that molly was perfectly placed. Zip is going to be delayed by quite a lot of time here, and he does have a kit, so I think we might see him try and clutch us up.
They know exactly where he is, though. It's not going to be easy for him.
And Zip actually might die to this. Actually, he will definitely die.
I see what he tried to do there, though. He tried to hear the players run away, and he was going to try and ninja it. But yeah, not working out there for him. Almost that round, almost going in the favor of Goliath. They're doing a lot of work there on Banana, but Panda, really stepped up for Energy there, saving them out of that position. I think he got a 3K there with his Galil, so very well played for him.
And it seems like he just tried to get those weapons off of Energy Esports. As you do see, their economy is alright, but if they
double up set up on them as well, yeah.
This is going to be a round to watch. This is going to be Goliath's round to win. I think we might probably see a 5-0 or a 6-0 if Energy Esports do take this round. And Adaro misses his shot there through the smoke, and Tianki gets the first pick onto Zip. Tianki burning alive a little bit, but manages to jump out of that molly pretty quickly, and we'll see Mango trying to regain control here. But Lechlord is holding that angle. I think it's a bit of a bad smoke, and he does find a spot through it. He will see the toes of Mango if Mango decides to push it, but the discipline coming out from them. We do see 3 stacked towards that A site, and this is perfectly working out for Energy, as they're going to be rotating towards B. And ADM's going to get smoked out. I think we're going to see a very aggressive player. No, they're sitting out. I mean, they executed, and now the rotations come out from Goliath. I feel like they needed to be a little bit more aggressive once that smoke came down on CT. ADM trying to get a pick after that flash came on Massacre. Getting some damage down. He gets one pick straight through the smoke, as well as ADM does get an offside. He does decide to rotate. And we see Energy Esports finally getting side control. And it's going to be the first to contact. Panda gets a beautiful headshot onto ADM. And now let's see if he can make it 2. No, Adaro shuts him down. Adaro doesn't know where the last one is, and damn, takes out Adaro to clutch up that round. 4-0. That was the round for Goliath to win.
Yeah, I'm very impressed by Energy. They're looking super confident. They took brackets there so nicely, top mid. Got the pick, played it slow. Didn't get over, like they didn't get too excited and overcommit to it. Then they just played it slow, rotate slowly back to B. Only one player on the site. And they tried to do a bit of a fake, which didn't work out 100%, but in the end, it still worked. They won the round. Very good stuff from Energy. They're looking great right now.
Massacre actually might have a weak buy next round. He didn't manage to save up enough, I think, for a full rifle and armor for next round. But we'll see what they can do. 4 players stacked up. It seems like Energy just gamble the right site every single time, or it may not even be much of a gamble, to be honest with you.
It's calculated, man.
Yeah, calculated.
They've been doing the work. They've been doing the homework, yeah.
Yeah, most definitely, and Ledge Lord will be the first. Oh, the dink. Odara getting the dink, but that's just not enough with the pistol. Oh, Mango getting a beautiful headshot. Gets almost a double. Massacre does get the scout shot through the smoke to assist Mango on that kill. And now we'll see the full rotations. Energy Esports going to be finding a clear sight here. Ledge Lord just lurking in mid there. He might actually find a player. Ooh, he does see one player. And now Massacre will be the first to spot out and hear these players towards B. Let's see if he can do that work with the scout. We should see bomb go down now. Oh, almost gets the flick. Oh, and look at these. They just running straight onto site. Decides to use the 5-7 instead of... It's a headshot by his teammate, but Goliath just storming down Banana there, exerting their dominance. Mango survives on 1 HP.
Yeah. Energy looking a little out of place there in that post plant. They didn't really know where they should be standing, and I think it really costed them that round. Losing those players middle, dropping the AKs. Could have been better played from Energy there, but well done to Goliath on bringing it back on the pistol round.
That was definitely, yeah, and that was a save. Almost, well, it was a very, very, very light buy from Goliath. So for them to win that round, that must be quite a bit of a mental boost for them as well, showing that they can take out, if they apply enough pressure, they can take out the side of Energy Esports with ease. I feel like it. And Mango will go get himself a double. ADM assisting on that third kill, gets a double for himself, and now there will be one player left. And that will be a clean sweep for the 2 players on B. Massacre and ADM sweeping up that round for the side of Goliath.
It's Energy with a pretty rough buy right now.
I mean, the score was 4-1, but within saying that, Energy couldn't buy up last round, and then that gave a very quick and easy round to Goliath there.
That's what happens when you don't win your rounds cleanly.
Most definitely. Adara just looking. Oh, the timing is so real. Adara does get dinked, but that won't matter as he does manage to get the frag against Panda. I love the aggression from Energy, just not allowing Goliath any sort of control, any sort of pretty much saying to them that they need to rotate quickly. And now they exerted their dominance aggressively in mid, and now they are rotate to B. But we will see Massacre there. We've seen him many times before previously in the past. Jump spotting here. Did he spot that player? He didn't, and destroyed. Gets a quick frag onto Massacre. And now the rotations will come out. Actually, just ADM. Adara decides to run back, but now he will be rotating with the rest of his team, and that'll be a very easy site for Energy Esports, reading those plays very well, forcing Goliath to rotate very early. I would like to see Goliath just calm down a bit, get their gameplay a little bit more structured, and make more educated calls. Dams. Pushes unnecessarily through the smoke. They had information that there wasn't anybody Banana, and Dams still decided to push through CT there, and now we'll see Goliath put onto site. They only need to face 2 players on site as there is one Banana, but that's a quick sweep up for Energy Esports, and Adara will be the last one left. With the AWP, does manage to get 1 exit frag. Does he find the second? He does. And that will be a save for Adara. Never mind. He decides to not run away and dies.
Look at the power of those post-plant positions, their energy. I mean, they were a man down. Dams doing some crazy plays, walking through the smoke there. But I mean, the previous round, if they were just in those positions instead of standing around Fountain, I mean, they would have won that other round previously before. But very nice play there from Energy, reading the play really well, rotating at the right time, catching, who was that? Massacre off guard there. Very nice entry there from Destroyed.
Yo, but those flashes definitely did do work to assist Massacre in getting that kill. That was a full committal on top of it. Adara just got headshot by his team, I think.
What is
right
going on?
Right there on A site. What is going on? The amount of damage. Asian just gets a quick sweep. Dams is right here into the smoke. This actually might work in their favor, as Dams will hear them rotating back onto site.
I was expecting a flash to come out there from one of the teammates in Banana. I mean, he was playing so aggressively. I thought he was going to smoke through that and go through. But yeah, none of the sort.
It feels like Energy Esports just sort of say, hey, I'm here in top mid. And then towards that 1 minute mark, they're like, no, we're just going to go B. And we'll continue to go B every single round until you decide to stack up that site. And we will abuse it every single time. And I think, ADM almost gets a shot through the smoke there. Oh, again, so much damage being done. And Massacre sweeps up those 2 kills to start off with. And he gets a third. And he gets a quad kill for himself.
Yeah, this game...
Beautiful round from Massacre.
Really tight right now. I still think Goliath are gonna come out better in this half. Energy maybe looking a little hesitant now. They were looking so good in the beginning, but these past 2 rounds have just been a bit shaky for them.
Yo, Energy Esports are putting Goliath under pressure. I feel like Goliath just haven't gotten their groove yet. And it seems like maybe even there's a little bit of nerves. They seem to be over-rotating very quickly, making very sharp and sudden decisions, which has cost them previously in the past rounds. Look at this banana aggression from Massacre. This will be an easy rotate for one of those players off of B. And there we go. We see it. Massacre rotating to A site now. ADM just needs to sit there. He's got all of the information, and now the execute will come out from Goliath, or from Energy Esports. Zip, managing to get himself a kill. Mango lurking there above Apps. Manages to get himself a few frags. But Tianqi manages to kill Mango at the end. Oh, Adara with a no-scope. That must have been an absolutely insane frag from him. And he
quite a nice... Yeah, nice. Sorry to cut you off there, Daniel. But Energy, I like the idea that they were going with the player that was the double nade that went into the pit there was really smart. Unfortunately, not killing Zip, but it would have given them all the focus onto the apps player there, and they would have probably had sight and guns in the pit, but not working out for them. The nade not able to kill Zip there.
Now we see a full save coming out from Energy Esports. This might be a very quick round. Or with the Adara, he gets caught out. He gets stuck. Zip still manages to get through for himself, but Adara does get taken down. And Mango would just sweep this up for his team.
Adara got stuck in the wall there. You could see he tried to run away when he heard all those steps. He ran straight into the wall.
I don't think he thought he was so far back towards the spot there. He just turns around straight into the wall. That must have been a bit of a panic moment for him, but his teammates just sweeping it up very swiftly for the team there. And now we see 3 players coming up from Goliath onto the B side. Adara mollying that middle there, trying to isolate the players in Banana, get that control, get the frags into Banana, or push those players out, which they've managed to do. Another flash will come out top mid, and we'll see a peek. I think they missed that flash. I think Destroy got hit by that flash. Oh, and Destroy does manage to spot out Mango there, so they will know that there is a player towards the top of Apps. But he's rotated back down into pit, forced a little bit, I would say, there, out of his position. Now, look at this. Massacre's just sitting there very quietly on B site. With that aggression gained on Banana, allows all of them to rotate towards that A site. And now they have to play against 4 players. This is going to be a very hard round for Energy to take. But if they manage to take it, it's going to be quite an insane play. And Adara will manage to get a frag for himself there. 2 players drop for Energy Esports. And now they sort of sat stagnant towards short there. Mango on 16 HP. Actually, 3 of the Goliath players on 1 shot. This is definitely around Energy Esports on 1. And we see them execute onto side now. Mango gets himself 1 with the flash. But Energy managed to take 2 for themselves. Tianqi, unfortunately, not able to clutch it out for his team as he gets taken down by Zip, sitting, lurking on site there. And that's what's so powerful with sitting 4 on site. It's almost impossible to take.
Yeah, Goliath just getting really comfortable now. You can see they're finding their feet, and they just, yeah, their setups are insane. Like you can see how well coordinated they are, and you can just see that Energy not bringing in the fight to Goliath anymore. You know, they're not making the plays. You know, they're not putting them under pressure. So Goliath just getting all the information they need and playing off that information.
Come on, Dams, you want to see that headshot? But no, Adara takes out Dams. Oh, that would have been an absolutely beautiful headshot to witness. But now that nade will not do any work as they're rotating towards that top mid. Mango does manage to get another one of the players through the smoke. And I can't see this round going very well for Energy, to be honest with you. Deagles, they could clutch it up with some insane shots. But let's see what they can do. It will be a very slow round for them as Bomb does manage to make its way up into apps. And Adara gets a very clean AWP shot onto Panda there. And now they'll just start closing on towards the team of Energy. Lechlord taking a battle against Mango. Zip getting destroyed, taken out there towards Archer side. And now it seems like they're toying with him. I'm surprised that that nade didn't actually kill him. It seemed like it landed towards the beginning of that entrance there. But the AWP shot does come out. And that will be a very clean round for Goliath.
Yeah, one player we don't get to see shining too often is Zip, and he's actually looking really good this game. I'm really liking his movement, his positioning, his shots. He's been hitting some insane shots as well. Really nice to see Zip finally stepping up on the stream.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't seen much A play from any of the South African teams when Goliath are playing on that A side, are playing on that CT side. Majority of the time, all of the action sort of happens towards that Banana, and that control for Banana pretty much determines the round, as we do see Dam getting the first pick, but ADM trading out 2 for himself, and that will put a stop to Energy Esports push towards that Banana.
And immediately they rotate the AWP onto B. Such a good gun to hold B with. I mean, you can just shoot through the smoke at a certain angle and you get those shots as soon as they execute.
Now, Energy Esports will only need to face against Adara here. If Adara gets flashed out or doesn't manage to land a shot, I think this is going to be a very hard round. But Adara just gets clean peeked by Panda and says, no, this is my side, please leave. And will manage to get 1 pick for himself. But side control sort of going towards Energy Esports as they do manage to cross towards side. Bomb still sitting though in Banana. And this is going to be a very hard round for Energy to manage to clutch up. ADM will just take a quick 2 kills for himself there at the end of the round. Was that 4 for him? That round.
I actually didn't see how many he got, but that molly, that must be so annoying. You know, when you're trying to plant the bomb and they throw that perfect molly onto the site, you 2v5. It's so much pressure, and yeah, Energy just kind of shuffling around there while the Goliath players pushed in.
It's such a instinct and like a reaction to plant there towards that default where that molly does come through.
Yeah, it's the safest.
And
Nice.
nobody wants to get caught out with the bomb and die straight through a smoke there, as majority of the plant location on B site is in direct fire of CT spawn.
Nice to see Energy finally flashing Adaro off that mid position. I mean, he's been picking them left, right, and center there, and finally, no pick because of the good flash.
And now you see Goliath round after round after round taking control over Banana, rotating that player out towards that sort of CT spawn, sort of towards that archers there. Allows only one player to keep control of that Banana, and then 3 to 4 players can just sit on A site, and it's almost virtually impossible unless you're completely out aiming the other team. It's almost impossible to take A site, as there's just so many spots that you need to clear on one peak alone. If you peak short, you need to clear pits, you need to clear the bicycle boost spot, you need to clear the boxes towards a default plant.
There comes the...
Did he miss the shot or did he leg him? I think he legged him there. And Mango getting the first pick of the round. And it seems like this will be Massacre trying to run for his life. Oh, Adaro with a nasty headshot onto Panda. Zip closing the round out for his team. They don't actually lose a player at all. For the side of Goliath, which will keep their economy up. But I mean, it doesn't matter, as this is round 15, last round of the half. And it seems like Energy will have pretty much a full buy up. The only util lacking on Dams there was just one nade and a smoke, and Panda with the AWP. But Panda's job is to just make sure he gets those frags and his team can support him with the utility. So let's see if Panda can make any sort of plays. I would love to see them get better control over Banana. Even faking out a B push if they Massacre did spot out a player there. Ooh, and that's going to connect straight onto Dams. Dams straight through the smoke. Surprises ADM, but Massacre manages to refrag back onto Dams. Bomb still not committed to a site, just sitting there towards Banana. With the recent change to how the grenades do damage, we don't see that much damage being done. Actually, I lied to you. We do see a lot more damage being done through those like little gaps where the grenade goes into stairs. They have patched up the nade damage in, what was it, like 2 or 3 patches ago, I think. They patched up how the nades do damage the players, going through like little gaps where they would normally glitch out and do no damage in the past. Adaro doesn't get faked out, as he does take out Destroyed. And that'll be a call for Energy Esports to rush up towards that A site, and this will all be heard by Zip. But Tianqi gets the better of Zip there, and only one more player sitting on site. Mango actually does get the first, and he gets the second, and he almost gets the transfer onto Panda, but Panda does get the no-scope as well onto Mango. And now Panda's going to be the last one left. He misses his shot onto Adaro, and Adaro will take up round 15 for his team, taking it to 10-5 to Goliath.
Just like I said, Goliath, that one round were looking so good, and I could see them coming back. Energy just losing their fire, you know, that aggression that they had early game, taking this bracket control without losing picks, and then going back, taking Banana, always keeping Goliath guessing where they could be going, and then it just started dying out towards the end there, unfortunately. But very well played on Goliath to adjust to the way Energy were playing, taking matters into their hands.
Yeah, and I think the Goliath have a very, very mean T side, and this could be a very, very quick whitewash if Adaro manages to get a pick there onto Banana, as I think we might actually see them push towards that. Bomb still not committed. Destroyed does get a dink onto Zip there, does get the first pick. And Dams also gets another pick into second mid. Bomb still They did not pick up bomb, and now I think they would have wanted one of those players rotating from second mid to pick up that bomb onto the B side. But now bomb will be stuck there. Let's see if ADM manages to get one onto side, but Adaro manages to clutch up there in mid to secure that bomb. And now it will rotate to site as the rest of the team of Goliath do manage to get control. Massacre peeking out aggressively. Destroyed getting a pick for himself. Massacre getting that nade kill. Beautiful to see some Kobe's up there. And now 2-on-2. Adara gets a crazy headshot onto Dams. Lich Lord manages to refrag, and it'll be a 1v1. And Massacre takes out Lich Lord. And that should be no plant. No plant. Round ends are very quick.
Oh,
Goliath take up the first round.
You hate to see those rounds, man. Energy looked so good. They got the first 2 picks and then just falling apart mid-round for them there. And then Lichlord not being able to clutch. Destroy. I mean, Dams just tapping away at, who was it, Adaro, and not killing him while planting. That must be so frustrating. The poor Energy guys.
Adaro did very well to get that bomb out of that T ramp there, as he managed to get one frag into mid. Oh, what are we witnessing here?
We got the USB pyramid.
I would love to see Goliath walk into this. Just the reaction from one of the players.
I don't think it's going to happen though. Massacre's pushing up B with that Mac 10. He's going to get all the information he needs.
Please, can we have one lurker? Please. This would be amazing to see. But Massacre will be doing all of the work towards that B site there. And he will know that there's no players towards that B site. And that'll be a very quick and easy round for Goliath as Plant... Yeah? Oh, okay. Plant will go down on B.
Unfortunately.
Oh, look at this. There are 2 players pushing towards the A side. Please go Archers. One of Mango. Mango, yes. You need the money. You need that Mac 10 money. You know you want it. Come on. Oh. No, he smokes it off.
Wonder what's going through the mind of Goliath right now. Where are these guys? What are they doing?
We've cleared the entire map, and we're missing all 5 of their players. I mean, it will be a full save from Energy Esports. Can we see them now? We see Panda and Tianki.
I wish we saw that from the T side point of view. You know, I wanted to see the way it looked when they came running around the corner. Hey, that's 2 guns. Oh, was it? Yeah, that's 2 guns on the side of the CTs there.
That firepower more deadly than a negative, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
that's amazing to see. I'm so glad that they managed to get those 2 frags. That will put a little bit of a dent into Goliath's economy, but we'll still see a full buy-up from them. And let's see if Goliath can push up towards that banana. Nope, seems like they're just going to be waiting out those grenades, waiting out those mollies. Well, now Massacre will be the first to peek out towards that banana side. Bomb's still lurking in that T-spawn. I don't think there's going to be much commitment to site right off the beginning of the round. But we do see 2 players pushing up very slowly. Oh, and we're going to be seeing Tianki get the first frag against Massacre. Completely wide peeking out. Matt does manage to run away with 18 HP, and ADM manages to get a refrag onto Lich Lord there. ADM almost spraying out that player that was going to peek towards Kai. Destroyed manages to clutch up that jewel against Zipzip. ADM taking out one of the 2 players on A site. ADM also getting the information he needs from that last player. Or that nade's going to do work, but Adara rotating towards that Archer side already does get destroyed out of position. And this will be a quick call for a save, I think we're going to see from Energy Esports here.
One thing I didn't mention earlier, or I forgot to, I don't know how many people know this. I'm sure most of the CS community do, but Mango and Destroyed are actually brothers.
Mango and Destroyed?
Yeah, as far as I believe.
And that's a little bit of a brotherly rivalry there. Here, imagine being in the same household after these 2 teams playing against each other. Oh, I would not like to feel the dynamic unless they are good sports and they just shrug it off.
I could be wrong.
William, are you feeding me false information here?
As I said it, I thought twice to myself. I think it's actually somebody else's brother, but somebody told me that Mango was Destroyed's brother, which is quite interesting. That is they're both pretty good players, you know.
A
Very
little
good, sorry,
bird me
very good
told me
players.
once upon a time. And now Goliath having a full buy, full utility. And Energy Esports forced to have a very, very harsh buy. Tianqi the only one, well, Tianqi and Dams managing to save up those 2 rifles last round. Panda feeling like he needs to peak, feeling like he needs to have an impact early into the round for his team. And a very slow round coming out from Goliath. I think they do know that Energy Esports... Oh, Panda! You dirty player. What a beautiful headshot onto Mango. And now Lechlord. What a flash from Tianqi. Lechlord getting the easiest frag of his life with the support flash from Tianqi. And now, all of a sudden, 4v3 to Energy Esports. Massacre will get... that molly down. It's down to 7 HP as Lechlord does also manage to get a dink onto Massacre, and that'll be a quick rotation. Massacre with the 5 brain plays does throw that AK out of play. And our Goliath just regrouping towards top mid, and we'll see Dams. The only one, well, I lie. The only one to hold towards the Archer side here does get the first frag. Massacre does trade it out though. And now there will be one player sitting towards pits. Oh, Panda does get the first frag. Doesn't have armor though. Very important fact. Adara just going for the plant. 2v1 situation. Daro can clutch this up very easily for his team. He does manage to get Panda down to 6 HP. Even the slightest of wallbang will take out. And Tianqi clutches up the round for a very important round. That was pretty much a save round from Energy Esports. Only 2 players managing to save up their weapons from the previous round.
Yeah, Daniel can confirm that Mango is indeed the brother of Destroyed. I just had to make sure, you know.
And now let's see if Energy Esports can bring something special to the table and clutch us up. I really thought Energy Esports would have shown a little bit more presence towards that T side than they did in the first half. But let's see how good their control is on the CT side. I feel like Panda's just not having the impact that he needs to on this map.
Yeah, he's... it's for Energy just as a team not looking too great right now. They were looking really good early, but just struggling. I'm surprised we haven't seen any timeout from them. I think a timeout would have been really good after they started losing consecutive rounds. But I guess nobody's got time for timeouts, eh?
Yeah, Energy Esports probably feeling a little bit demoralized towards what the scoreboard shows. 13-6 to Goliath. That will not help their mental game at all. But after winning that last round, they'll definitely be a little happier. But let's see if they can continue that steamroll onto winning another round. Very slow round coming up from Goliath. Only 30 seconds left on the bomb. And now rotation from Energy Esports. A very good read. Lechlord gets a beautiful first frag. Holding down that side. Daro does manage to get a refrag onto Tianqi. And now he will get mollied out. And that'll be a very short life for Lechlord there. Oh, Dams manages to get that spray onto that bomb. Again, I keep talking about that default spot. Dams only took 6 HP.
What a shot.
Destroyed! Manages
insane,
to survive as well. What a beast of a player, my goodness. Zipzip getting a beautiful frag onto. And that will be around. Zipzip getting a triple frag there, hey?
Yeah, that
for
was
him.
pretty insane from him. Really nice to see Zipzip hitting a clutch situation there pretty hard. Very nice shots there. So
I don't
crisp.
think, I don't think Energy expected Zipzip to be so aggressive towards that CT side. Maybe holding towards that banana, but not that aggressive into smoke. And that worked beautifully in his favor, as I don't think Energy were ready to click that button onto that AWP shot. Adaro getting very aggressive here. What will we see? Oh, wow, Adaro. What an insane shot. Adaro almost gets a double. Does he spot the head of Dams here? Yo, beautiful shot through the smoke. Adaro with the crazy AWP shots. And ADM. The entirety of Energy Esports going down to absolutely wild shots coming out from Goliath.
Welcome to Inferno, man. Just spray through the smoke and pray, man. That's all you do. Goliath is all over Energy right now. They don't know where to look.
Goliath Energy look like they're trying to take the A side from Goliath. But bombs already on B side, already planted. And now Zipzip will try and take out this Destroy, but Destroy doing a lot of work with that 5-7.
Goliath really feeling themselves, taking both sides at once, you know.
And this would be match point for Goliath. Adara getting that last pick.
Adara is currently sitting at 25 for 9 right now. He's having a cracker of a game right now. He's exploding on that.
No to that. That's insane. 25 for 9. What?
Yeah, before we saw ADM a lot more on the AWP, and now it's back onto Adaro. So maybe something's changed up in Goliath once again.
I feel like ADM's maybe taking that responsibility off of himself with that AWP and focusing his efforts more onto that IGLing for his team.
AWP IGL's pretty good combo.
And Panda manages to get the first frag, but swiftly refragged by Massacre. Massacre's just going to throw down that smoke and casually just walk straight through it. Like there's definitely not going to be player archers here. Ooh. And Bomb actually... Oh, Dams with a beautiful headshot onto Adara there. And they did not expect Massacre to just walk through his own smoke. Gets the refrag back onto Dams. Destroyed manages to get 2 for himself. And now they have bomb control. They do know that. Energy do know that. 1v3 situation. We've seen Zipzip do a lot of work in situations like this. But with that player rotating in apps, I don't think we're going to be seeing him clutch up this round. Unless, the timing is so real. He just got CSGO'd, unfortunately. But Energy, props to their own.
That second kill there for Destroyed was actually really good. I mean, you can tell that the CSGO runs through the veins of that family, like the skill that comes through there. I mean, Mango doing so well. Destroyed also really insane, and that pick onto Massacre just not looking prepared for it. It was kind of weird.
And now Energy Esports slowly but surely trying to scrape out the rounds from Goliath. Is it a little too late? Match point to Goliath already. ADM just takes a sliver of his health off with that nade. And now Goliath with a pretty weak buy. We've seen ADM do some pretty insane shots with that Deagle. The straight with a little pixel spot here on the edge of balcony. Let's see if they notice that he will be here. Zipzip getting a first frag with the assist from Mr. ADM. And now the frags come through. 3-on-3 situation. Bomb going down. Even though Goliath definitely don't have the firepower against Energy Esports to win this round, but they do have sight, and that might be enough. Adari gets the first. Mango gets a double dink to take out Dams, and is this round? There we go. Adari clutches up the game. This is a 1-0 to Goliath. They will be taking on ATK in the grand finals, and we're back. Hello, everybody. Yeah. And that will be a very swift round. I'm going to be honest with you, William. I don't know if you feel the same. I expected a lot more from Energy Esports, especially on the T side there. They started off so dominant. They started off so quick. And then they just sort of lost their confidence. You saw Goliath taking that banana control round after round after round after round, getting the control, rotating their players back towards that CT spawn, towards that arch side, allowing only one player to take that control over aggressive banana there. And then all of a sudden you're forcing the T side to push onto A site, which is a harder site to take, definitely, in my opinion. And on top of that, you're making them play against 3 to 4 players every single round, round after round after round. And as soon as we saw Goliath take that banana control, we just saw them picking up the rounds every single round. Or I think it was like 6 in a row or something insane, 5 in a row. What are your thoughts, William?
Energy, yeah, I thought it was going to be a super close game when I saw that. I think it was 5-0 before they picked up a round. I'm not sure, but
5-1.
Yeah, 5-1. But yeah, Energy was looking so good. I really thought we had like a proper game on our hands. But Adaro just wrecking the middle. You know, it took them so long to start flashing him off, and then by that point, yeah, I would have liked to see a few more timeouts, or actually a timeout from Energy. And yeah, there was nothing. No chat to the team. Maybe a set piece. They could have talked about a set piece or something. Talked about what's going on in the game. Nothing whatsoever. And Goliath just happily walked over them. And yeah, pretty disappointed with Energy's um, performance there. I expected more from them because I mean they did take Goliath on in feed the last time they matched up, but unfortunately not able to deliver for us tonight, and maybe in the future. Well placed to Goliath though. They played really well, especially Adaro. Adaro did really well.
Yeah, everybody, we will go to a break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned for the grand finals, ATK versus Goliath. Everybody, we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Tonight we are casting the Inkosi Super Cup Season 2, Week 3. The title being CSGO, obviously. We just saw Goliath sweep up a pretty confident game against Energy. What are your thoughts on that game that we just saw, William?
Uh, yeah, expected more from that game from the side of Energy. Very well played from Goliath, though. I mean, it's standard procedure. Goliath, Inferno, it's their baby. You know, they do so well on that map always, and really taking the fight to Energy. Energy had no answer to what Goliath were throwing at them, and I think they just got outplayed individually and team-wise. It's just a better night for Goliath.
Yeah, and I think within saying that, that actually may put Goliath into a better spot in this grand final against ATK, as ATK didn't actually manage to play their semi-final. Sin 5 did forfeit their semi-final, so ATK might be in a disadvantage as they didn't get to play a top-tier team in that semi-final bracket tonight. They might have scrimmed, though. They might have scrimmed against the likes of Niatamas, against Sin5, or even OG, anybody in that sort of level. We do not know if they had scrimmed or not, but I think Goliath. I think the Goliath have an advantage, and we're going to be going into the veto pretty soon. Yeah, this is going to be quite an interesting veto. I think it's definitely going to be the train coming out for the first ban to ATK. Goliath not wanting to repeat that overpass game that they had a couple of weeks ago. And then ATK, obviously they got to pick up that nuke, right, for their first map pick. And then Goliath responds with Inferno. I mean, they just won on it. They must be feeling pretty confident on that. ATK, yeah, ATK not wanting to replay that very intense and very stressful game on Dust 2 that we saw 2 or 3 weeks ago, actually, on their in the grand final. Also, the monthly cup, I think it was, William, if I am correct. And then Goliath banning out Mirage, and finally, everybody, we get to see a game of South African CS on Vertigo. It leaves in Vertigo. This is going to be an insane game if it does go through the third map. The decider, Vertigo, everybody. What are your thoughts on that, William? I'm surprised. Hey, that's the first time ATK haven't banned out Vertigo right at the beginning.
Yeah, this pick gives me a feeling that the ATK want to take this 2-0, because I don't know. I got a feeling Goliath have been practicing on that Vertigo map, but then again, maybe ATK has been as well. I think it's gonna be really interesting. I'm hoping it goes all the way. Although, despite the 2 a.m. cost, I actually really love them, and I mean, we get to see Vertigo. It's pretty insane. I haven't got much experience on that map as it has been changed recently, but we'll try our best there. And yeah, I'm really excited. This is going to be quite a matchup. It's the regular grudge match, ATK Goliath.
I mean, the two biggest changes, in my opinion, to Vertigo that did happen, I think it was about 5 or 6 patches ago. They made that wooden wall on A ramp. They made it metal now. So it's a lot harder to wallbang through it, but you can do it. I've seen professional games professional games that people managing to wallbang through there, as well as those 32 pixels on B site that allow you to drop down towards that entrance of B site from T spawn, those B stairs there, without taking out any damage. But yeah, we're going to be going straight into this game. Nuke, obviously, being the first map. We've seen both. We've seen more than enough CS for these two teams playing against each other on Nuke. I mean, we saw it go 25-22 4 or 5 weeks ago. That was an insane match to watch. That's when it went to 2 a.m. cost. But we welcome those games. We want to see those 25s, 22s, 20s, 22, 20s. Like, those are insane games to be the privilege to cast those games. And I think we're going to be seeing some very competitive CS here today. I think ATK definitely on the road to redemption. as they did get taken out by Niatamas last week. Yeah, everybody that has joined us today, all of the supporters, thank you for joining in today. You guys are always very welcome for all of the support. And obviously, shout out to Nodwin for hosting all of this. You guys are absolutely incredible. And we're going to be seeing more of you guys to come in the next few seasons, as well as the next league. So doing a lot for Counter-Strike, South Africa, definitely. So shout out to Nodwin there. And now it seems like the game will commence pretty soon. 80K in the grand finals against Goliath Gaming. What a grudge matchup, hey, William?
And yeah, what do you expect? It's nuke up first. I mean, or did we expect that? Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? 80, it looks like 80K will be starting on the T side and Goliath on the CT side.
I mean, we've
What are you
seen
expecting?
I'm expecting a massacre. Excuse the pun again. Against Massacre, and missed him on that outside area there. We see them go head to head a lot between each other in the past. Mango, slowly getting a first beautiful headshot onto Adaro. And now we'll see the action commence. Oh, ADM gets dinked down there through a slither, if I may add. Down to 5 HP, putting 80K at a little bit of an advantage as they are 2 men up and now 5v3 for 80K. Goliath having bomb sight of B under their control. Zip returning fire, does get dinked down though. Dar takes him out eventually. And now it'll be a 2v4. This is going to be a very hard round for Goliath as they're looking for those players, but all three of them, sitting towards sorting towards that T ramp. And now that'll be a swift round coming out from 80K. First round of the map going to 80K. As there is this pick, I think they will be the favorites to win this map.
Yeah, 80K not using a single piece of util that round. In fact, they actually came out with more util than they had started with. Quite funny enough. But yeah, very clean round for 80K there. And we see the 4 spy come out from Goliath. Always dangerous on their 4 spies.
Daro known to do a lot of work with that scout, as we've seen in the past. Let's see if he can get any sort of action. Fady looks to be lurking. Fakes. Oh, what a beautiful kill onto Zip there. I think he possibly wanted to fake out that jump down into vents. And then sit there, wait for the smoke to clear if he didn't manage to get any sort of control. But as seeing as though he got that pick, he did his job. He rotated back. And now 80K just sweeping up the kills against Goliath. ADM, the last one left, just with a deagle. Will rotate to save it on that B site.
What a clean round from 80K there. I mean, completely just out-positioning everybody. I mean,
and may I add,
Adaro had nowhere to go. Sorry, Daniel, but Adaro had nowhere to go heaven. He tries to walk out, and Blaze is standing right there, just watching him, as if they knew the setup that was coming out. Very, very well played from 80K.
Yeah, not a tick of damage actually done to 80K. Not one bullet hit the side of 80K. Man, just had 80K just, and now adding on to that, ADM misses a couple of shots. And now they all know where the last player is. And he will go down to Blaze after round end. Now Goliath will...
on the side of Goliath, as Zip is the only player to have a kill.
On that first round, indeed. Now, 80K feeling pretty comfortable here. They'll know that Goliath will have to be on a save, as they did see that scout as well as a few deagles last round. So we'll see Fady stick on that Mac 10. We'll probably see him push up, trying to get that damage done with that Mac 10, save up that economy for his team. And our Massacre would have heard that jump into vents. Fady faking it out a little. We'll wait to see if there's anybody that will be following him from the side of Goliath. And now the execute onto outside commences. But Goliath getting aggressive into lobby. And now they're storming out outside. Let's see if they can do any work with this. If they can try and pick off one player, pick up a gun, and then just steamroll with that with a couple of players. But Slowy here just lurking outside, waiting for those plays. Ooh, does take out one player. And now we'll just rotate very quickly into Secret. Safe and sound for him as bomb does go down for ATK.
Bomb down in a 4v5 situation for Goliath. Still not a tick of that. Oh, there is a tick of damage onto Fady, but that's about it.
2 HP is the most damage that he sustained in a very long time.
Yeah, this is...
Now they're hearing all of these players. Blaze gets 2 crazy. 3. Whoa! Blaze, calm down. I think he loves that B ramp there. He does absolutely insane work. We've seen him in
that's where he got his Deagle highlight coming out that side. Although Goliath pulling out the double AWP really early on now.
Yeah, the confidence. They sacrifice a little bit of util for that double AWP setup, but that's definitely going to help them, as we'll probably see one head towards that outside area, and then possibly the other one heading towards that ramp. As I lied to you, one heading towards the ramp and one heading towards that heaven area, as the player does manage to drop down. Makes him taking a little bit of damage, but does get a lot of control, a lot of impact. Oh, an ADM gets a beautiful nade onto Daru, and then cleans it up with the AWP shot, as well as Adaru getting an AWP shot for himself against the side of ATK. ATK dropping like flies. Oh, Slowy, the last one left, manages to pick up the first frag for his team. Is it little too late? They would have heard that gun drop, I think, there. And now let's see if he can frag out for his team. Takes us slowly. Will he try and go for it, or will he try and save it, is the question. Does he want to get some of the firepower off of Goliath, as they do have enough money?
100% goes for it. It'd be crazy not to.
You will now know that there's somebody right next to him through the smoke. The heartbeat must be pumping from both players slowly. An unexpected play from him. Bomb will go down with control. Now he'll get mollied out. He needs to act quickly, but Mango out aiming Slowy. And Bomb will go down. And he will get a player, but that round will go towards Goliath. First point on the scoreboard for them. ATK lead 3-1.
Yeah, I feel like just a bit of a bonus round for ATK. They're getting the bomb down as well. Their money is looking great right now. Good job from Goliath though, keeping both AWPs still alive in the game. I mean, that's a big commitment to your bank there. But yeah, managing to keep both the AWPs alive in the bonus round for ATK. You should see a full buy coming out from them now.
And I most definitely, and we'll
2 Mac 10s coming out on the side of ATK there.
Yeah, this is very weird. I would love to see some like aggressive play down drop events coming out from them. It's a bit weird. They should know Goliath are on a full buy. Those Mac 10s really not doing a lot against that head armor. But within saying that, look at that. Was that a bit of a read? Because Goliath only have head armor on 2 of their players. Those Mac 10s will shred those players that do not have the head armor. Adaru playing a bit of a tight angle here. Mango manages to take out Blaze, but it takes out a lot of damage, and the free frag comes out from ATK. Fady also manages to get himself the player. Massacre and Adaru will be forced to rotate out. No! Almost gets a beautiful AWP shot. But now we'll rotate all the way back. Adaru on 4 HP. Zip. Manages to kick a double! Almost a triple, but Adaru does get the last frag. What a round from Goliath. That was pretty much ATK's round in the bag. But Zip just doing all of the work onto A site there. A lot
Yeah,
of discipline coming out from him.
very important round there for Goliath. And geez, that play from Zip was insane. It's really nice to see Zip stepping up for his team here.
Yeah, Zip doing a lot of work on the CT sides, playing a little bit more of a support player when they move over to that terrorist side. And I think Fady won't have access to that vent. Oh, Zip completely out-aiming Fady.
He's just having a proper game tonight.
And again, ADM, the only player to sit towards that B ramp there, getting so much control for his team, allowing them to rotate towards stacking that A side, stacking that outside area. Now we see ATK trying to gain control over outside. Massacre known to do a lot of damage onto the ATK side here. And shutting down a lot of plays on the outside. But ATK will slowly but surely walk in secret. Slowly holding out, trying to find a pick for himself. Might actually get spotted out by Massacre first. Massacre should have taken that fight. But Slowly reacts quick enough to spray down Massacre to get the frag. Now Zip will be holding down the fort on B. Let's see what ATK can bring to the table. Seems like they still got a lot of presence towards that A site. Not convinced that ATK will be going towards the B. And as I say that, ATK take out those players on A, and that will be a clean site for them. Let's see if Zip and ADM can do some damage. Again, will they be going for this? No. Zip all the way in secret. ADM just lurking, gets a beautiful shot onto Blaze. That might be the call to push, as there's only 2 players left for ATK. Zip's rotating already onto site. ADM as well got a good position, flashes out that player. Zip does take out the head of Slowy. This is a 1v2 situation. What have ATK done? ATK managed to clutch it up in the end as Dory gets a double kill. ATK need to be more disciplined than that.
That was still a very nice round coming up from ATK there. I mean, I think Goliath should have had the round, but Massacre whiffing his shot outside there. That was such an important kill for them in that round. And I mean, him missing that shot just opened so much for ATK. I mean, I think Doru got the lurk there into A, getting the pick onto Mango with Slowy's presence there as well. The players having bottom control, just managing to run right up straight onto a free site onto A with 2 players from the side of Goliath. I mean, playing at the bottom on B. So yeah, really nice call from ATK there mid round. I think that's Mistim calling for them there. Very nice stuff. And yeah, now Goliath see themselves saving after that round. I'm sure Massacre is going to be kicking himself with that whip.
Yeah, and the pause coming out from ATK there that we just saw, I think this would have definitely been a call from their coach, Spray XD, and he will definitely be telling the guys, you can't have that ill discipline that you just showed there, as Goliath showed that they will just abuse that fact, take the frags against you, and then almost take the round. It came down to a 1v1.
Fady getting a lot of information here in lobby.
Does hear so many footsteps towards that lobby side though. Fady takes the first frag onto Zip. And we might see him take out a few more for himself, as Doru comes to the rescue, getting a double kill for himself. And now ADM hearing all of these players around him. What will he do? Will he save up this P250? Will he try and go for an exit frag? I think towards the end of round, we might see him run up into heaven and try and take out a player. But Slowy's holding that down with Blaze. As they do start to rotate out towards lobby side. ADM seemed like he is going to be looking for those exit frags. He does not have a kit, so he won't be able to defuse the bomb. Finds nobody as ATK managed to run all the way towards T-spawn there through lobby.
I guess if
And
he
that-
gets the AWP now, then he doesn't have to buy a pistol because he saved his P250, and he does buy the AWP, so yeah. Makes sense.
That will be a glass cannon for him. No armor for ADM.
No
Goliath,
head armor on any of the players on Goliath here.
yeah, Goliath really struggling to get those rounds. Massacre struggling to get kills, actually, within saying that. Sitting on 0 kills, only 1 assist. Massacre still needing to get into the rhythm. Dory will take so much damage here. Mango gets the first frag. Dory gets a refrag back onto Mango. Zip gets a double for himself. Fady slowing down the round onto the kill with the Dory through the smoke. Zip getting the refrag back onto Slowy. Now we see a 1v3. What a quick round. Very structured from Goliath. Very patient.
Zip with the 4K that round, man. He's really making plays for his team. It's so nice to see. It's just, you know, like we see him week after week, such a quiet player. I know he's the support player, but frag-wise, not doing so well. Today, he is on top. He's sitting at 9 and 5 right now, really putting in work for Goliath, and he was crucial for 2 round wins already for the side of Goliath. Very nice stuff from him.
Zip's doing some pretty amazing plays. Also, pretty not even like really outscaling ATK, but just out-reading them. He's pushed now twice behind ATK. Giving him a very good advantageous position, and then just all around just getting some pretty quick easy frags. Fady does take out Zip within saying that. That's the caster's curse, I tell you. It's the caster's curse. But Fady...
I feel like the caster's curse is we only count the negative things that happen. We don't count the positive ones.
And our Daro will even out the odds onto the head of Fady will go down. 4 on 4, a very slow round coming out from ATK. Now the flash ADM sitting very far back, making sure that he doesn't get flashed out completely, does take out Blaze. That'll put a halt towards ATK's progress for this round. So it seems like they are rethinking what they're going to do. They will be holding that one player towards the entrance of A site there from outside. And now Slowy will be rotating to join up in lobby.
Dor is in a dangerous position here.
Mango does get dinked down as well as missed him. Dory manages to finally get the frag. Adori does get the refrag. Mango doing a lot of work for his team, putting it down to a 1v2. And within saying that, Mistum goes down to a nade as he entered into that site with only 5 HP.
He ran right through that molly to get the trade. I really like the way ADM maneuvers around the map, you know. As he was holding outside there, and then as Massacre comes up into secret, he just immediately leaves, goes and watches ramp. Very nice awareness from him, nice map movement.
ADM obviously being the IGL for his team. Definitely going to have a big brain on him as Fady does get tagged going into lows. Did Zip see this though? I mean, Fady might be on 14 HP, but the amount of information that he's busy getting, Odaro would have seen the head of one of those players jumping there. And now all 4 of them running into secret very quickly. Massacre gets the first as well as the second, but Daru quickly trades out Massacre. Fady's still on 14 HP. ADM will get smoked out. Forced to peek the side that he doesn't want to. I don't think that side is very advantageous for AWPers to peek. And now bomb will go down for ATK. 3 players, hey? Look at this. 3 players towards that B ramp. They will be flashing down onto site now. ADM does get the first frag. Dory just not able to find any of these players. There are 3 players there. Let's see what he can do. Mango does take out the back of him. And that round will go to Goliath.
Yeah, Goliath doing a really good job there on the retake, you know, using the util, forcing the ATK players to peek out into them. And then, yeah, Doru, just no one peeking on the ramp side. No need to peek. I mean, if ADM's getting the frags on the site, then, not giving anything away to ATK. Doru not able to use his strong position there. Very well played from Goliath, and a very nice retake onto B.
Yeah, and just having that player sit back there from Mango allowed him to easily kill that last player of ATK without even really stressing about it. He knew he was going to have possession, as Doru didn't manage to get any sort of control of B ramp, only getting one, as he knew there was definitely more than one player there. Had to stick his focus towards B ramp, and then Mango just got a very quick and easy frag. Mango seems to be rotated back towards that lurk position that we've seen him do multiple times before on this map. Goliath going 5-5 to ATK on the CT side. ATK will now push very swiftly onto side. Blaze getting a beautiful headshot onto Mango. ADM trying to find anything with this AWP. There sits another AWP there on Heaven. Now he'll rotate out to join up forces with Massacre. Actually, I lied to you. That was a very sneaky fake from him. ATK have full control over site. They will now know Massacre will be coming from this angle. Will they be checking Heaven, as seeing as though they would have heard? Doru gets the first frag against Massacre. ADM would have been heard now. Completely flashed out. Doesn't click. Now forced to take out his P250. Gets a beautiful headshot against Slowy, but Doru trades him out to win the round for ATK. What a round.
What a round, dude. Doru, 17-5, man. That was definitely Goliath's round to lose there. And yeah, I mean, it's quite hectic. And this map, CT-sided map, right? ATK
I think
really putting in work on the T side.
Yeah, I think for at least South African Counter-Strike, this is a very CT-sided map, as a lot of teams just don't really know how to hold down both of the sites, I would say, on CT side. Getting very aggressive for them on the T side seems to work out a majority of the time for them. And ATK, I think, in a very good position on the first half. This is round 12, and they've already taken up half of the rounds, putting ATK in a very good position for the second half. I think this is going to be a very difficult second half for Goliath. A rather slow and methodical round coming out from ATK, as Fady does get the first kill onto Adara.
Adara trying to get aggressive outside and create some space for his team there, as they do have a really weak buy, but yeah, getting punished for his aggression.
Let's see if Mango can do some work with this P250. Zip's holding a nasty position. Will they see him here? They don't. Mango, as I say that, gets a beautiful headshot onto Blaze. Slowy and Fady get one per piece for themselves. And Massacre just sort of delaying that bomb plant, waiting for his teammate to gather up his plays onto Heaven there. But that will be denied by Mistim as the round goes to ATK.
Nice attempt for Goliath there. I mean, very nice setups. Zip just not managing to get that second pick onto ATK there. I think that would have changed the whole round. But yeah, very nice work from ATK to swiftly flush him out of that position.
And I think within saying that, ATK bring the lead up to 7-5. I think they're going to be happy. Anything more than this is just bonus. I would say anything more than 5 on the T side is just bonus, to be honest with you. And obviously Blaze coming out with the Mac 10, just farming up those kills, as he knows Goliath will be on a full save this round. The Blaze just not managing to get Massacre there, as he manages to weasel his way out of danger, as Fady does get the first frag onto Mango. Blaze just not managing to get any kills with his Mac 10. This buy definitely would have come out to farm up that money for Blaze. Oh, beautiful headshots coming out from Goliath here. And now they've got an AK and a MAC-10 for themselves for next round. I think the call will come out to save this. As Massacre does go down to Slowy. And ADM will definitely want to save up that AK for himself. And ATK just sliding in the rounds. 8 rounds up now for ATK. 5 for Goliath.
ATK looking really comfortable on their map pick. I mean, yeah, it is their map pick too, but just the individual plays coming out, just they look so, even, yeah, as a team, sorry. As a team, just looking so good right now. The coordination is there. Everybody's hitting the right spots when they need to. Goliath just don't have an answer for this right now.
Yeah, Massacre really struggling to get any impact in this game. 3 for 11. He's having a bit of a harsh game. But Zip taking up that spot where Massacre normally absolutely dominates. As he's definitely the MVP for his team in this game. And Adara getting caught out. Zip managing to refrag, but it might be a little too late. Mango does get another for himself. Doesn't take the shot. Beatty will take out Mango as well as missed him for Massacre. Massacre just sort of not being able to put any impact into the game, having a very harsh game. He's not going to be happy with this performance. ADM forced to save up once that smoke went down. That's ADM's call to get out of there towards that T-spawn. Save up that AWP. And again, another round going for ATK. 9-5 to the map pick. Obviously chosen by ATK. This might be a very swift second half.
Usually we see ATK and Goliath going neck and neck, CTT side. But yeah, ATK managing to get this early lead. I'm surprised we've also no timeouts on the side of Goliath. Why aren't teams using any timeouts today? Surely they should be chatting to the team, figuring out what they could do here.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of teams just don't utilize that timeout. Even if you're winning like 14 rounds in a row, take that timeout, just sort of recollect. Well, not 14 rounds in a row, maybe 5 rounds, 4 rounds in a row. Just recollect yourselves. Talk about what's going right. Talk about your economy. And Mango gets an XM kill against Mistem. We'll pick up that AK, and that will be much needed for the side of Goliath for the round.
Yeah,
gets the MP9 shot.
I was about to say force round after force round for Goliath with these sloppy buys, but this one really working out for them now.
ATK feeling comfortable with those AKs, not picking up too many AWPs, or if any at all.
I think they've picked up 1 AWP throughout this game.
Now Massacre will get a easy kill onto Blaze there, as Blaze's attention was focused elsewhere, as Massacre does rotate towards, or up towards Secret there, onto outside, gets an easy frag. Oh, Slowy didn't spot that player. Will he check it? No, he doesn't. Zip taking out Slowy. And Goliath taking the half to 6-9. Can Goliath bring this back? ATK setting themselves in a very good position after the first half.
Really crucial round for Goliath there. It was the default not working out for ATK there. Goliath just getting pick here, there, everywhere. And yeah, the force buy just working out for them, surprisingly.
I think ATK are definitely going to be in high spirits. 9-6. The first half has ended, and we're going to see a pause now. Who did this come from, William? What team paused?
I can't really tell, but yeah, I can't really see. It doesn't show me.
ATK definitely going to be in an advantageous position. 9-6 already up after the first half. Goliath are going to have to struggle through these rounds. This is going to be such an intense game if Goliath manage. I think for Goliath to win this, they need to take the first 3 rounds at least to match that up to 9-9.
Yeah,
And
pistol
then
round for
even
them
with
here. Excuse me, pistol round here for them is very crucial, and yeah, if it's gonna be a very hard game for them to come back if they don't win this pistol round.
And even if they manage to go 9-9 up, I think it's going to be a very slow and grindy finish towards the end if they do manage to win this map pick. Missed him getting the first head shot onto ADM there. Now managing to refrag back onto Slowy. Missed him doing a lot of work there, getting the pick onto Mango. Zip Zip taking out Missed him. 3-on-3. Two players towards that B ramp. But it seems like Goliath have other thoughts. They will be rotating towards Secret. Seems like they will be going towards that A side. Adara already getting the frag onto Blaze there. That will confirm for ATK probably that they will be going towards that A site. As we see Dara already rotating into lobby here. This could work out well for them. And now Dara will get all of the information. Calling for Fady here. Bomb will go down shortly. Massacre taking out Dara very swiftly. Let's see if Fady can clutch this up. Does get a double for himself. Does he know where the third player is? Oh, he spots out the third player. They trading shots. Fady, can he clutch this up? Massacre, can he finalize this round for his team? Fady taking out Massacre, getting 3 crucial frags for his team.
Fady, man. Yo, when he jumped into the into heaven there, like, yo, that was pretty intense, man. Yeah, very nice read from ATK, knowing that Goliath would go. I think they just decided to gamble that they'd go back up to A after Blaze dropped there, and yeah, the gamble really paying off for them. The Goliath looking like they were gonna take that round, but just choosing the wrong site for them, unfortunately, and not being able to take the round. Very nice stuff from Fady there.
And that puts ATK pretty much on the road to victory, as that is definitely going to be a mental drop for Goliath, as that first round was definitely going to be a very crucial round. Fady could get taken down very quickly here if he's not careful.
I'd really like to see Tools call a timeout here and speak to the guys on Goliath. I mean, I think it's really important that you set a very close map on the first game, not just throw the map pick away and go to the third, you know?
Yeah, I completely agree with you that Goliath not really utilizing those timeouts, as Fady does get 2 initial frags, and that will be lobby control for ATK as well. But ADM gets a beautiful headshot off onto Mistem. Now Dara will hear all of this information. Let's see what Fady can do as he does pick up that M4. Drops his MP9. That'll be an MP9 for Massacre. But let's see if anything can come to fruit with that MP9. Or Massacre just decide to save it up. Goliath's kind of fixated on that heaven spot, seeing if they can find any mistakes that ATK will make. But ATK holding fast on a site, knowing that these players are sort of towards that mid CT area. 2 players will peek out here. Fady getting completely flashbanged. Blaze does get a pick, but ADM does refrag onto Fady and Blaze, clutching it up for ATK. Massacre just trying to get the plant. Did he not see or hear Blaze there?
I think he just went for the plant there. I mean, he had 4 seconds left. Either you commit to the plant, they could have killed him after time. So I think, yeah, committing to the plant there was the right play. But very nice flash into heaven there. Jeez, that was a very good flash. I mean, catching Fady there with his pants down completely.
Yeah, that was definite. That's the type of team play that I would love to see Goliath use and utilize a little bit more, as we see a lot of their plays come out to individual performance. Now it seems like we might see them head towards that vent area. Slowy does get the first pick onto ADM. Does pick up an MP9 for himself instead of a rifle. And now Goliath already set back onto the back foot. You do not want to start the round on 4v5 on the T side.
Dangerous position outside.
Slowy does get tagged down to 11 HP. Trading fire through that smoke, though. Goliath sort of hesitant to make any sort of decisions at the moment.
So much information gained from Fady. He's pushed into lobby, missed him playing outside, hearing everything that's going on. This could be terrible for Goliath right now if they don't check the spot.
They
Slowy in
almost
position.
check it. But now, Mistim will quickly rotate out. Gets one for himself. Do they manage to react in time? No, he gets a double. Dario also gets one for himself. And Mango will be the last to survive for his team. Does get spotted out there. Slowy getting taken out by Mango, but has done a tick of damage for himself. Mango down to one shot. Completely fakes out Dario and gets a beautiful frag onto him. Oh, Mango playing so well at the moment, but this will all be heard, and Fady will finally shut him down to take out the round. 80k 12-6 on map 1 of Nuke.
Yeah, Mistim's position there outside, just shutting Goliath's plan out completely. Very nice play from him there. 12-6 right now. It's really not looking good for the side of Goliath.
And again, look at their buy. They've got a little bit of util, some Tech 9s, 1 Deagle, 2 P250s, pistols all around. Now we're going to see them horde towards that secret area, rushing down, trying to get some sort of control. Who will be there to stop him? From the side of ATK, it seems like they'd be rotating quickly back. There is one fight happening. Dario does manage to win out that fight. Fady also finds a frag for himself. Zip gets a refrag onto Dario. And Fady gets a beautiful nade onto Mango. Zip finally puts down bomb after a very hectic round from both teams. And Mistim will find the last frag and defuse the bomb for his team. ATK getting another round.
Yeah, ATK just looking very comfortable on their map pick. Everything's just going the way they want it to go. I mean, their positions are set up perfectly most rounds. Goliath just, yeah, not bringing the fire. This nuke map has always been so close between the two of them. Really struggling to get into this game, Goliath. And again, I want to see a timeout. I want to see a talk with the boys. Let's figure out what ATK is doing. How can we stop them? But we're just seeing none of that. And it looks like ATK is running away with this map quite comfortably.
I think if Goliath loses this round, we definitely see a timeout. But ADM takes matters into his own hands and takes out Mistim. But gets taken down to one shot. Only 14 HP there for ADM. And now the execute will come out onto the outside. Massacre just struggling to get into the game. What? Dario getting the craziest frag on ladders, completely inaccurate, takes out the head of ADM, who's been playing so well. And now all of the players will rotate.
Nice pixel spot from Slowy there.
All 40 players in secret. Now they'll rotate back out. Will Slowy hear this? I don't think he might have. A lot of damage done from the side of ATK, but no frags. Dario finally takes out Blaze.
You can see
Mango.
Sorry, man. You can see they've learned from the previous games, as Blaze got that 4K there the last time in that exact same position, but Dario definitely checking it this round. Very nice shot onto Fady there, though.
Yeah,
This is looking very good for Goliath right here.
And now Slowy will need to win this frag, but gets completely out-aimed by Mango. Mango getting 2 heavy impact kills this round to pretty much win up the round for his team. See, does Dario go for this? He looks like he might want to. No. Will post himself up here. until round end, seeing if Goliath want to take any gunfights towards him. But I don't think they will, as they do rotate towards outside there. And that'll be the first round in a very long time for Goliath. ATK 13-7. Goliath managing to find a first round in a very, very long time. That's an impact round. That was their first buy round. They needed they needed to win that round. They had to. That if they lost that round, I think we would have seen a very swift ending there. But now Goliath really showing that they're here and they're going to show you what they're made out of. And they're not going to be taken out of this very easily on map 1. And now we do see a timeout coming from ATK.
Very nice to see Goliath learning from previous experiences. I mean, checking that corner there where Blaze is. I'd really like to see Blaze play inside the garage this time. Maybe not in that little corner, you know, maybe catching them off guard there. But let's see if Goliath are able to read this play. They've got a long way to come back here. 13-7.
13-7, and on top of that, they are playing the second half on T side, which makes it 1,000 times harder in my opinion. And now Goliath will definitely have a bit of a mental boost after winning that round. Let's see if they can get some quick, easy frags as ADM. We did see last round got the opening pick, and again he gets the opening pick, and this time manages to get 2 for himself, completely steamrolling there towards the B ramp.
The ADM definitely taking matters into his own hands. And that's a full B control for the side of ATK. I mean, for the side of Goliath.
And it seems like the lurk from Mango coming out again, managing to get some sort of effect out of it, a positive effect out of that. And now Daru will be trying to sweep up something for his team. Mango will get taken out by Daru there eventually at the end of the round.
Very nice shot from Daru. Daru's on fire today, man. 24-11, he was popping off in the pre... Oh, wait, never mind. I'm thinking about last night.
Yeah, as we did see the rounds as well as the quarterfinals happen last night, Daru does manage to find another pick. But Goliath looking pretty healthy on the economy side there.
Yeah, I mean, ADM taking matters into his own hands and getting the double pick. Very nice stuff coming out there. The individual plays need to step up here for Goliath. I mean, Massacre sitting at 6 for 16 right now. He needs to step his game up. He's known as one of the star players in the team.
As well as
what
Daru.
they need right now to come back into this game. As well as Daru, yes.
Daru trailing slightly behind there on 7 for 17. ATK now on a full save, except for Daru, who will definitely want to try and get an opening frag, an aggressive play. But Mango is just stopping those sort of plays, just lurking behind, making sure there isn't an over-rotation from ATK, and will punish if he sees anything like that.
Goliath making a really good call here to move outside as all the players are down in the B side. Should be a lot of information gained from them though, but not much you can do on a USP round with 1 AK. Daru's gonna have to pull something crazy out of the box here.
And it seems like their usual strategy of going to secret, which definitely would have been called by ATK, they did not go for. And managed to mix things up. They do know that ATK are definitely going to be on a save round this round, but are treating it like a full buy. I like to see this discipline coming out from Goliath. Taking the slow and methodical.
Yeah, they can't afford to lose any more rounds here. So yeah, it's the right place to be making, and very nice. Yeah, very nice to see them.
Daru just playing whack-a-mole there in heaven. What a flick from Daru. Take out Massacre. Let's see if he can find anything else. Daru is being completely absorbed here by Blaze, but does manage to take him out as Zipzip, just finishing up the round as well for his team.
Yeah, just your standard USP round. Goliath slowly clawing their way up here.
Goliath definitely showing that they're not out of this with, what, 3 in a row. Beautiful display of skill from Goliath. It takes a lot to mentally stay in the game when you're 7 rounds down on the second half playing from T. And Goliath showing that they're better than that. And they'll keep their game out. They'll play 110% as Mango does get the first frag. What a reaction coming out from ATK as Slowy does manage to get 2. But ADM still playing crazy CS as ADM does try and look for another frag as Bomb is down. And I think it's Slowy there that does have control. ADM will now wait for that smoke to clear as he does get that first pick onto Slowy there to make it a 1v1. Bailey does have bomb control and does take out ADM as he does peek him.
There was so much going on ADM's shoulders there, and I mean, it was so clutchable. Both players so low, just not able to clutch it out for his team there. Very nice read from Fady there, peeking at the perfect time. Very unlucky for ADM there, but very good round from ATK. Nice hold on the A side, Slowly getting the double.
ATK will now feel a little bit more confident. Blaze trying to repeat what I think it was Mango did to the side of ATK in the first half with that XM. Let's see if he can get any advantage with that XM. ATK need to win out this round as Goliath will probably find themselves 2 or a 3 round streak. Goliath taking this very slowly. Missed him lurking back here, sitting in the anti-flash spot.
Yeah, Mistim's position is deadly right now.
If they decide to go
mouth.
Yeah, 100% agree with you. And Mistim does get double for himself, but Adara reacts quick enough to get the trade back out onto Mistim. Adara almost sprays 1 through the smoke as well there. 2 players down for Goliath, only 1 for ATK. Adara down to 39 HP as well.
Your heart really just jumps when you come around a corner and you see 3 crazy players. Like, you know how good they are, just standing there. Yeah, missed them just getting the double kill there. Very nice stuff.
Fade's toying with ADM here.
30 seconds on the clock for Goliath. This is not looking good for them.
They need to make a play, and they need to make a play quickly. ADM gets caught out there slowly, taking him down to 4 HP. And finishes him off with the molly kill. ADM will probably be kicking himself there, but this will be almost a free sight as Fady does get spotted out there. Bomb almost going down. Mango getting sprayed down to 5 HP. Almost takes out Doru, but Doru will take out Mango. And Blaze finally manages to get a kill with that XM.
Yeah, and this map just running away from the side of Goliath there. ATK just been playing this map so well. Goliath just not able to answer against the ATK there, just getting out positioned.
And that'll be match point to ATK 59. And I was just about to say, finally, we see a timeout from Goliath. But no, this is a timeout from ATK. This is their 3rd timeout of this map, as they do get 4 timeouts per map.
Spray probably just telling the guys, come on guys, let's end it right here. Let's not drag this on, you know, build up momentum on the side of Goliath. Let's finish it off right here, which is, I really like to see teams that are in the lead using their timeouts. I mean, you have 4 timeouts and they're free. You might as well use them, you know?
Yeah, you pay nothing, you get no disadvantage, and you probably gain an advantage from calling a timeout. So why not utilize them to the maximum unless you're completely steamrolling and you're running away with the rounds, trying to keep up that momentum. That, in my opinion, is the only time you should take a timeout. And I think also within saying that, I think ATK might have been trying to calculate Goliath's economy there on this match point.
Missed him again in this deadly position.
Yeah. If they decide to
all
go
that
outside, they
information.
definitely, yeah, they definitely gonna have to answer to him if they do decide to go outside. And it seems like they're in lobby there, not committing to anywhere at the moment. They are. It seems like they might be setting up for an A execute. We'll see what they bring to the table now as Fady tries to get some sort of damage through the smoke there. And Massacre and Adaro get taken down to very low HP, but missed him. Does get taken down by the side of Goliath, and this will call for a very quick execute from Goliath. Running all the way outside, Daru not managing to find any sort of success here. And now Slowy in a very bad position if they do peek heaven. Did Dipsip just miss a player there in lobby?
He saw him, but he didn't peek out, and slowly just hearing everything outside heaven.
Slowy might get punished for... Oh, he saw the leg! He saw the leg of Mango, and he gets the first frag. Now they will know that he's here. They will know that there's a boost player there. Zip with the Luke manages to take out Blaze. Zip getting another frag. Fady gets taken down by himself, and that will be a swift round for Goliath. Fady panicking very hard there, falling to his death. And that'll be no money for Fady there as he suicides.
Yeah, that was Fady falling there, getting a fright. Zip really putting in work there that round. That lurk coming in clutch for him, getting 2 important kills into lobby there, and then 1 into hut.
I think the impact player of the match will definitely go to Zip this game. As HK are in the lead, but I feel like Zip's just playing so exceptionally well as ADM. Mustim finally managing to get a frag, that refrag onto ADM. Mustim gets a double! Manages to find 3 frags to start up the round. This could put ATK into a very good advantageous point to win the round. Let's see how Goliath respond to this.
That was a big play from Mistim. That was so crucial. But Zip is still alive, and he has been playing insane for Goliath tonight. What can he do?
I think Massacre just rotating up to A site. It's completely clear as it would have been an early rotation from ATK as they do only have pistols. But Blaze lurking here. Daru also. Zip getting taken down as Blaze managed to do a lot of damage. And now it will be a 1v2. Massacre rotating down. This will get heard as Fady does pick up that AK and gets the kill against Massacre. That will be map 1 to ATK. A swift 16-10 to end off the game. What are your thoughts on that? That was a swift game. ATK definitely dominating majority of that.
ATK coming out, dominating Goliath there. I mean, out positioning them, the team play was there. Goliath just looking quiet, man. Just not that fire we normally see. The triple kills coming out from them. So, the big impact plays. We didn't see much of that, and taking no timeouts at all on the side of Goliath. It's very strange. I can't tell what's going on the side of that team, but yeah. Very good play from ATK
so everybody, that was map 1. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back, everybody, to the Inkosi Super Cup Season 2, Week 3. We are obviously commentating the title of CSGO. We just saw map 1 of the grand final against ATK and Goliath Gaming go towards the map pick of ATK, and they did win it. So that will be map 1 to ATK, and we're going to be going very swiftly into Inferno. William, your thoughts on that game that we just witnessed?
A very impressive display from ATK. They're winning it quite comfortably, 16-10. Normally between ATK and Goliath, it was always neck and neck, but Goliath just looking so quiet. Yeah, just like a little uncharacteristic from their side. You know, I expected a lot more from Goliath, and yeah, I mean these are the top two teams at the moment. I would place Nyatamas behind them. I would definitely place Goliath second at the moment, as ATK have been winning a lot more than Goliath have. But yeah, I really expected more from them that game, and now it's Inferno. It's Goliath's baby, so it will be a rough game.
Yeah, and we're just about to move into Inferno. As Goliath already had a map on this against Energy Esports. Is that going to do them a favor, or is that going to work against them? Because I feel like, yeah,
I
go
feel
for it.
like it. I feel like it has no effect right now because that nuke map just completely takes away everything that happened on the previous map before that. Maybe if they came into the series playing Inferno first, it would have been in their favor. I think it would have been in their favor because they would have been nice and comfortable with all the angles, the util. It would have been pretty good for them. But I feel like that's all gone now. I mean, ATK taking the first map. Goliath know they're a map down, and now they know they have to step it up.
With it, I completely agree with you. But one point, William, I will say is you said they're comfortable with their gameplay, they're comfortable with the util. I will agree with you there, but I think you can't treat Energy Esports the same way that you treat ATK. It's going to be a completely different game, and we'll definitely see, I think, a completely different result from both of these teams as we do get into the knife round. ATK very infamously known to do very poorly. And it's the curse. I'm telling you, it's the curse.
It's not the curse. You're just counting all the times you're wrong, and you're not counting the times you're right.
ATK, I'm definitely right on this stat. ATK have probably won 2, 3, or 4 knife rounds against, I would say, 12, 13, 14 matchups in total.
I don't even remember knife rounds. I just, it's good though that you notice all of that, man. Very nice observing there on the knife rounds from you.
And now, within saying that, ATK wins knife round, and they get the side pick against Goliath's map pick. So this could work out in ATK's favor. Dominate the first half, establish yourself in that 10-5, 9-6, 8-7 range, and then just keep up that momentum in the first half. I think we're going to definitely have to see that from ATK in the first half, or I think we're going to see Goliath sweep away with the victory. Sorry, does get the first pick, but ADM refrags very swiftly onto that. Missed him, just taking it a little bit slower. There's a battle also going out there in Banana. Missed him dodging these shots. Being an absolute... Oh, missed him. Nice shot there into Banana. And now it will be a 1v3 situation. Massacre known to be able to clutch these up, but can he do it? Almost finds the first, but with the swift peak of Fady, manages to clutch up the round. First round to ATK. It's a good start for them.
Yeah, we've only got a Deagle out on the side of Goliath and a P250. Very light buy for that side.
We've seen a Goliath majority of the times forcing up around 2, and now adapting to what has not worked in the past. I definitely like this from Goliath. Possibly maybe getting that second round buy. Missed him, get a very swift headshot onto Zip there. ADM just trying to look for some sort of mistake from ATK to get that Deagle shot off.
As far as I can remember, the last time these two matched up against each other, ATK actually took this map against Goliath.
That is correct. That you are definitely right about that. But then the previous few times before that, Goliath took it from ATK. So it's a bit. I think it's a bit of a 50-50 matchup from this. Obviously, missed him just all of a sudden just getting a headshot through the flash, but will get taken out by Mango. Slowy trying to refrag onto Mango, takes out his USPS, gets one for himself. Fady also gets another frag, and can he clutch this up for his team? And he does. Fady taking the round. ATK 2 up to Goliath. Goliath still needing to put on a point onto the board.
Very low buy for both sides here this round, but Goliath coming out with quite a bit of firepower there.
Yeah, full AKs, full head armor as well, and enough utility to get onto site. Maybe not enough utility to main site control, maintain site control, but we'll see what Goliath can do. Bomb still not committed. ADM just lurking around. Goliath will definitely want. Yeah. Goliath will definitely want to get more information, but within saying that, Fady's already gathered a ton of information.
Zip pushing up, yeah. Off angle.
Oh, Fady gets a double dink onto Zip. That will be the first frag, and that will be a lot of information for ATK. Zip's going to be fragging. Zip with the flick of a century, and Slowy also frags up, but Mango and ADM managed to get one for themselves. ADM aim training against Fady's head there. Now Massacre gets a swift headshot onto Daru, and that will be the round for Goliath.
Yeah, ATK just out rotating themselves there. I mean, it was the 3v2. I don't feel like any of them really needed to push there. They could have just fell back, played the sites. But yeah, Goliath doing very well to bring that game back, that round.
Yeah, ATK just needed to play retake, in my opinion. Even if it was 2v2, they had a better chance than just splitting and not checking angles and just looking in certain positions and just getting outplayed by Goliath, which is exactly what happened. Mango's looking for some information. Won't find anything at the moment. Goliath do manage to get banana control, and I definitely think we're going to be seeing a play. Massacre always the first player to enter into this. Ooh, a lot of damage done with that nade. Massacre down to 65 HP. That's 2 shots, or 1 dink actually from that 5-7 will actually kill Massacre there. ATK on a very small buy, gambling for those plays onto B, and it seems like it might work for them. There's 3 just lined up there. Daru gets 2, 3 for himself. What did I just witness? And Slowy gets another one in mid, and now Daru will need to face off against one more player on A site, and Daru will swiftly be rotating as he does get the call out that they are rotating 2 sites. And Fady will take this round for his team. Daru getting 3 frags.
I've never seen that. Like, what was that? 3 players just standing in a wall by the smoke, anticipating the pop flash through the smoke. Goliath just not able to move, and then that was bizarre. Like, very nice stuff from ATK there, catching Goliath completely off guard.
That was literally a wall. Like, Goliath couldn't move past them. I've never seen that strategy before, and it worked. They completely made a wall so that Goliath couldn't run through their smoke after that pop flash, and ATK made sure that they were going to be ahead of that pop flash, which it worked. I mean, Goliath managed to get 2 of them, but Daru just taking out the heads of the Goliath players. Fady's going to kind of come into quick contact here, does get double, gets a 3rd for his team, and now Slowy sitting with the AWP here. This is such a hard position to play. You got to have such quick reactions there with the AWP if you're playing that angle on site, and now they at least know where one of the players is from Goliath's side as the rotations do come out from ATK towards that bottom mid there. Fady will be the first to answer. Does he get the ace? He gets the ace! Fady gets ace to finish up the round for his team. It was a save round, but Fady still manages to find 5 kills that round.
Yeah, Fady he was dominating on Nuke as well. He was playing out of his mind, and he's looking so good now on this Inferno map. Goliath, still very quiet from them. I mean, the only round they've won so far was the round where ATK just completely pushed, and yeah, into the crosshairs of Goliath. So we see Goliath walking up second mid here. Only 2 players on the side of ATK holding the A site, but the information should come through.
We haven't seen much action from Slowy on that AWP so far. I would like to see what he can do on the buy round, or if even this round. Goliath haven't invested much into this round, and Mistim does manage to get 1. Slowy gets the flash assist onto Mistim. I was thinking, did he get tagged out? But Mango with the insanely quick peek. Fady will now be on site alone. Will be a thorn to the players of Goliath, but they managed to pull that thorn out of their feet pretty quickly. And Massacre will start burning. Dario gets a pick. Blaze himself, and it'll be a 1v1 with the Glock. 1 headshot, and Blaze is dead. 9 HP. Blaze, you gotta clutch this. He's choking. ADM doing so much. What? Blaze manages to clutch it up. Why isn't he using? Okay.
That was
Blaze,
quite a
stressing me
fight.
out.
Blaze almost throwing the round, looking for the bomb. His heart must have been pounding. Not knowing where. That was madness, man.
Both of those players must have been panicking, their hearts racing at 200 beats per minute. Insane. Both of them just...
Yeah. Very nice round coming out from Goliath there. That flash, one player not being like fully blinded, able to... I mean, that was going to be a 5k for Mistim right there off that flash from Slowy. But still, one player just very unlucky for him. One player managing to take him down when he only gets 1 kill. Then you see Mango coming in with that AK-47, getting that swift entry onto site, just opening up so much. And the pit position so strong for Fady, only managing to get 1 of that. Very good round from Goliath, considering how weak their buy was. And yeah, ADM just not managing to clutch it out. We normally see him clutch out those rounds. He's so good at clutching, but not today.
I feel if you're not confident that you've cleared out pit, especially on the T side, you need to, before bomb plant goes down, you need to clear out that pit, as it is such a dangerous position. It's such an Slowy
shot from Slowy middle.
And now he's trying to find another frag. But yes, as I was saying, you need to clear out that pit, as it is such a dangerous position to easily get 1, 2, 3 frags even. And I feel like you need to commit a majority of your firepower to clear that player out before he manages to get even 1 pick onto your team. And we did see that 1 pick come out, and then we saw Blaze have a furious battle for the round. Goliath, unfortunately, 1 player behind at the beginning of the round. As Slowy got a beautiful, crisp pick there, right at the beginning onto T-Ramp. And it seems like we'll see them trying to execute towards A. Fady, again, will gain all of the information as soon as they head towards short, but they don't. Now Slowy will be the first. And he takes out Massacre with a very swift shot. Now they will be rotating towards short. 1 player still... Oh, that nade is going to connect. Does a lot of damage. Almost the full damage onto Zip Zip. But it doesn't matter. Slowy getting a lot of assists onto Fady with the flashes. And now ATK will have to retake it. They are a man ahead. Seems like they will be committing 1 player into apartments. It's such a hard position to clear on retake, as the defenders of bomb, and then 2 players just playing together, looking to trade out any frag that happens against them. Zip Zip doing so well last map, and does manage to get the burst. Blaze will dive down Hail Mary onto ZipZip and will clutch up the round for his team. Like I said, it's so hard to defend against that apt position if people are pushing there.
Yeah, the position that ZipZip's in, you really need to get at least one kill there. I mean, that's definitely favors you if you're in the defensive position on that side. Lots of chances to get headshots, but just not getting any there, unfortunately.
You got to hit those, definitely.
You really got to hit those, man.
And quickly into the round as well. So if there is somebody coming into apps, you can either focus your entire team's attention onto apps, or you can focus other positions after you've taken that frag onto apps. Slowly getting very aggressive there. The confidence from him.
If you're feeling it, you should do it. It looks like a fast play here for Goliath, though.
Will get shut down by Fady. Fady will set up his smoke to peek over there. Fady does get the first, completely blind by everybody. Again, I think he's seen more white alive than anything else this game. And Blaze is still sitting there. He will gather all of this information very soon. Massacre down to 13 HP. This round not looking in Goliath's favor. Blaze will now make the call probably at about 50 seconds to try and slow down the plays. We'll rotate back to site. And they're going to be rotating another one.
ADM, yeah. He does sell the fake, but these two have been so strong on the A side. You can see how confident ATK are to leave these two players on the side.
Slowy's still holding strong. That's bomb that's going to be peeking out as well. That bomb, he spotted it. That's all the information that they need. Won't find anybody short as there are two going archers as well, and one in apps right above Fady. Will they see this? Oh, ADM gets a beautiful frag as well as Massacre. Very swift for them. ADM needed to missed him, but didn't find him.
Beautiful entries onto the site there for Goliath.
Again, will Blaze be the round turnaround? Oh. As I say that, Blaze goes down to Massacre.
Smoke just too deep for Miston to see over there.
Massacre getting a kill with 13 HP. That was very clutch for him. And he does get a first. Massacre, they do know where he is.
Miston goes flying.
Do they get the bomb? Do they get the defuse? They do! Another clutch round from ATK. What was that, Mister? But you're not Superman. This is Counter-Strike. Your 2 feet are supposed to be on the ground when you're accurate, not in the air.
I must say, though, Goliath bringing these rounds a lot closer now. They're looking a lot better, but ATK still just, outshining them a little bit in certain places. But Goliath almost there. They're getting there, but a nice timeout here from them coming out. Maybe get tools there to speak to the guys, get their head back in the game. I mean, they're down 7-1, but the rounds have been so close, so they have to keep fighting if they want to stay in this.
ATK already putting themselves into a good position, getting 7 rounds already to 1 in the first half. ATK definitely shining on the T side, I would say. On the terror side, I definitely think ATK do bring a better game, but their B defense is also definitely the best in South Africa. But Goliath are just insane. Their aim is incredible. And if they manage to get those set plays down, I think they're unstoppable. I don't think there's much chance of winning a round. Slowy getting taken down to 10 HP. What happened there, Slowy? You get burned. And now, I think with Slowy down to 10 HP, that will be the rotation of Mistem to try and help out. Oh, Massacre. So Burning misses his jump down to 44 HP. All the rotations. Blaze down to 5 himself. Did spot so many players, so much information gained as Mistem is rotated already. But look, ZipZip is all the way in Boiler there. Will they spot him out? Zip Zip now gets known as Fady goes down. Slowy on 10 HP. Will the rotation come out? No. They will be playing against 2 players. Dorik does get the first. Can he find a second? No, Massacre refrags back onto him. Missed him. Gets ADM. Can he find the second? Missed him. Needs to get these frags and he doesn't. Slowy, the last one left. 10 HP. He will not go for this. That is a round Goliath needed, and that is a round Goliath will take.
Yeah, that round was like up and down. You could see the mid calls were coming in here and there, and then the picks were coming out, and then they just decided to go back to B. Yeah, missed him. Doro getting the dink off onto the guy at Bry, and then at Bry, and then missed him, just swinging out to kill him as quickly as possible, but just not able to find his head as Massacre waited for his teammate to come and assist him there.
I must say that shot there by Bry or Barbecue is definitely such an infuriating spot to try and defend against, because it's like whack-a-mole. The guy just pops up for a second, taps, pops down, pops up, pops down. The entire time. It's so frustrating, especially when there's more players that you need to try and defend against, and you are in the open. That's when you have, if you're that player that's doing the whack-a-mole, that's when you're busy screaming to your team for help.
Yeah. Where's my flashes? Yeah. Force spy coming out here for ATK though. We got the AWP still on slowly.
ATK we're 7-1 ahead. And now Goliath take 1 round and ATK are already on a save. I mean,
just shows you how close. Just shows you how close the rounds have been.
Slowy.
I really like that molly. They flash him off the spot there and burn half his HP down with the molly.
Slowy taking no chances as one of the players might have rotated. I'd have liked to seen Mr. peek that out, giving him a little bit of more security. And now we're gonna see Mr. peek out here. Will he be doing it? He'll easily get taken out, and Slowy will run very swiftly back to A site. And there's nobody to help him. Bombs already rotated to archers. It seems like they will be going B. The split is already underway. Dor will have to hit some insane shots as well as Blaze. Let's see. Blaze already down to 50 HP. Massacre just out-peeking Blaze. Fady. Bombs already that side. Massacre just needs to farm up these last 2 kills, which he does. And that'll be a swift round to Goliath. And now ACK are on a full reset. They can't buy anything this round.
Goliath finding their footing a little bit in this game. ATK with a really weak buy though, but Goliath still getting that early pick, making it work out for them really well.
I must say, Massacre did not have much of a game or much of an impact last game on Nuke, but this time in Banana, he's gotten so much control, so much information, and he's still sitting at 11 for 7. He's playing so well. And now ATK just wanting to get that round over. Massacre gets a double for himself. Beautiful spray control, and he'll get the 3rd as well as ADM picks up 1 for himself. That'll be a very swift round as none of the Goliath players lose their lives to the USPSs.
Yeah, your standard USP round. 5 players rush, 5 players die.
I would have loved to seen an energy stack there.
Yeah,
in
the
archers,
pyramid.
to be honest with you.
That was quite funny seeing that earlier.
Now we see ATK buy up Blaze, the only one a little feeling a little soft on the firepower there with the FAMAS. No, Blaze gets taken down. Dorik just gets 3 frag, and too much damage has been done with Util. I would love to see the Util damage done. ATK and Goliath doing a lot of damage towards that banana side there. It's always smokes and grenades and mollies. It's always just a cluster of everything. Slowy needed to get that frag, needed to get 2 or even 3. Now Fady will try and spray control onto Massacre, but Massacre outfrags him, and that'll be sight. Missed him. We'll need to save.
Yeah, as of right now, the util damage not looking too great on either side, but we shall see when the round updates at the end. We could see how much the stats there. Although even the flashes looking quite low for both sides. I mean, we have 10 on Slowy at the moment, only 10 on Adaro. I guess we asked only into round 12 here, but I would have expected more on this map. I mean, it's very util orientated map. There's lots of flashes, people constantly being blind on this map.
I think if you got a -1 for every single time you flashed a teammate, I think Slowy would probably be on about a -20 or so right now.
ADM sitting
Fady
on
just seeing
245 util damage right now.
that's big.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's very good.
we're only yeah, 12 rounds in. This is round 13.
I mean, that's 2.5 kills worth of util damage there into round 13.
Mr. will try and make a play here, or they might separate him, and they do. Mr. Will's head to be alone, just with one smoke. And it seemed like ADM will want to get a lot of early control. Mr. will probably pop that smoke down now. ADM doing so much work already. They know he's here. Mr. finally manages to get a frag, almost hits his teammates in the head, and that will be another AK Slowy. Almost getting. Oh, Adaro with the dirty spray control. Mango also getting a frag for himself. That was insane. Adaro. And now Mr. will try and see if he can find the head of Massacre. But ATK will try and save up these two.
Another save for ATK. Goliath just bringing the game back here.
Seems like we might see one very harsh buy from ATK, and Mistim and Fady will drop for their teammates. So it'll be a pretty decent round. We might even see a scout come out on Slowy. Mistim does get another frag. They're hunting for these. They need those guns. And now it seems like ATK will do enough to save up those weapons. Goliath deciding that it's not worth their time. Look at that economy on Goliath. Zip's on 13k. Mango's on 15k. Massacre 14.
They can definitely buy for the rest of the game now.
Oh, they most
the
definitely.
Rest of the half,
they should have. Yeah, they should have been hunting earlier. And Slowy gets dropped an AWP and a full buy coming out from ATK now. Full utility as well.
ATK opting for the banana control, the early banana control. I feel like that's been the factor this game. Is that banana control?
You have to hit banana control. It wins rounds. But Massacre might get caught out here by Lumber, as Blazes are pushed up pretty heavily already. But Blaze getting burned out himself.
I think that was Doru's, Doru's molly there that bounced off Blaze there.
It didn't actually seem to do much damage. I think you actually might be right there, William. 3 players stacked up on A side. Missed him. Probably won't find anything through this little bit of a one-way smoke unless somebody is right on top of him. But ATK still committing 2 towards the A side. Seems like they will be trying to get control now. They do have a little bit of information. At least Fady won't be that wary of apartments. Might rotate into Boiler. And then they might double peek here if they do decide to.
That second mid play from Fady getting all the information.
Fady getting a first pick, and they will have seen the rotation. Slowy needs to get a frag now. Slowy gets a headshot for himself. They're running in. Slowy on the defense, on the run. Can they find him? And now play slowed down all the way. The rotations have already come up. The 2 players on ATK's A side have already done enough to win the round. Fady manages to get 2 more for himself. ADM, the last one left. Fady takes him out. What a round!
Fady just doing all the work there, pushing second mid, getting all that information. Goliath were going to hit the correct site, but that position just from Fady, just destroying that whole play from the side of Goliath.
And Yeah, that's crazy. And now the timeout coming out from ATK. I think I think after that round, Slowy and Fady just need to calm their nerves. That was insane. Slowy needed to hit that shot, and he delivered on that shot. And between Fady and Slowy, who needs the rest of the team,
Yeah,
right?
I think Goliath making the mistake there to fully commit to all players up to Banana. I guess they were gonna play off picks there, but I mean they should have had that one lurk player waiting there and then maybe possibly catching Fady out there. But yeah, Fady just moving into such a crucial position there, setting up Slowy to get ready for that mid push, and
And
yeah,
he
he's able to do so much work.
And now we'll definitely see a TK trying to get control. Adara does manage. Will he connect the shot? And he does connect the first shot. Adara sitting in that anti-flash bot deck. Blaze, is he going to find? No, he won't find anybody with that nade. Slowy gets the first. Slowy will run away into that smoke. And now only one on side. Katie needs to cover that. Slowy with the beautiful flick. Slowy, another one. And Mr. will clutch that up for the half. 9-6 to 80k. The first half.
That was a very very swift round there. 80K just hitting all the shots. Slowy is such an aggressive player. It's really paying off for them this game. He's really hitting all his shots. He's doing so much work.
80k is definitely going to have an advantage, at least for the first few rounds. As they are 9-6 up, Goliath, like I said last time, Goliath need to win this pistol round. This is going to be crucial for them. They need to try and level this out to 9-9. I think this is exactly the same scoreboard that we saw last map.
That CT smoke was...
ADM's going to be the only one doesn't find the flying man that is Blaze there, and that would be a clean sight. Or look at this, all four players going down into Banana. 80k getting aggressive there in construction. Fady with his back to this. This could be detrimental. Manages to get out of the way in time. Now he would have heard all of those footsteps. And now all of the players are just hiding it out. Goliath trying to find an empty side. Massacre finally finding the first. Slowy getting a shot through the smoke. Daru also, but ADM getting two for himself. The bomb is going to explode. Do they have a kit? Mango has a kit. Mr. manages to get the frag onto the diffuser, and that will be round 280k. What a round! What? That's crazy.
That was actually quite a good retake from the side of Goliath. I just feel like they took a little too long on the rotate. The bomb was ticking down. There was so much pressure on Goliath to get that bomb diffused. And it was actually such a good play. I mean, they knew exactly that player was going to be sitting there at second oranges. They mollied it out. Very nice stuff. But yeah, ATK just able to set themselves up perfectly there.
Will we see a force coming out from Goliath? Or will they be... No, the scout comes out. The force comes out. And Goliath will want to thirst this round from ATK. And let's see what they can do. Let's see. Are they going aggressive with that scout there? On B? With the full util from ATK? I don't think that will be a very wise thing to do. Two scouts actually coming out. Massacre and Adara. Adara's been playing beautifully. Slowy, I think he got tagged by a scout there. And now bottom will rotate to B site. Look at this, the rotations already from Goliath. And now Mr. Ooh, gets absolutely obliterated by Massacre there. Massacre showing what he's made of. Does not connect another shot, but might have done all the work that he needs to. Bomb will go down. And the retake will commence soon.
Goliath do have the util for this retake though.
Oh no, most definitely. Now, Fady, two players actually, will get isolated there. Fady trying to figure out where to molly out.
So
Massacre.
perfect.
Oh. Massacre not finding anybody yet. We'll find players soon. Fady getting one for himself. Slowy also trading out. ADM just doing all of the work round after round. Zorg clutching it up to get a triple.
Jeez, man, these rounds are so close, man, and it's just all these massive individual plays coming out here, left, right, and center. This is really, really good CS we're watching right here. The best South Africa has to offer. What a sick, sick, sick game and series we've had so far.
If I got 2 to 3 kills like ADM did get that got that round, I would be slamming my desk if I lost that round. I don't think I'd be as calm and collected as these players are. It's absolutely insane. ADM gets a 2K. Dor gets a 3K. Slowy gets a 2K. Like all of these players are just going in, getting these like 2-3 frags every single time. The highlights reel for this game is going to be absolutely action-packed. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like half of the game, to be honest with you. And it seems like we're having a little bit of technical issues from ATK, if I'm correct.
Apparently, Fady's having some connection issues. I mean, South African internet. We all know what it's like. But we're underway. Shame, man. Goliath fighting so hard. They really needed that force bite to work in their favor.
And our Goliath are just going to run out with the pistols. 2 flashes from ADM trying to set his team up.
See,
Mistim's...
ATK know now that they're... Sorry for cutting you there, Daniel. But ATK know now that they're going to be on such a low buy. And they know they can play this a lot slower.
Mistim's going to do the grunt work. Yeah, Mistim's going to be doing the grunt work for his team there. I mean, he might drop a Mac 10. But he'll definitely find a frag or 2 for himself first. Let's see if Mistim can get some work done. Mistim now done his job. And now we'll rotate to his team. All 5 of the CTs. Mistim could get an ace here. This would gets 1, gets 2, gets 3. But Adari takes him out eventually. I think that was a bit optimistic asking for an ace. But yeah, will Adaro save up this Mac 10? I think he might. Never mind. ATK sweep up.
Yeah, Goliath falling far behind again, this time on their own map pick, you know. Not looking as explosive as they normally are. Maybe an off night for them, but yeah, ATK really looking good here.
Goliath feeling a bit pressure to buy up there. We see almost no utility on 3 of the players from Goliath. They're going to have to play the...
They're going to have to do a lot of work on the side of Goliath. This is a heavy investment for them.
Adar is definitely going to have to peek out there in mid. And they find no value at all. Now 1 player sitting B.
They've got no information anywhere else as well. This is looking really bad for Goliath. The setup right now is not looking good for them.
Fady's got so much information here. ADM finally getting a pick. Almost connects the second, but it did connect through the wall. Blaze down to 28 HP with that Mac 10. And that'll be bomb site.
This should be a solid retake for the side of Goliath. Look at their util, look at their firepower. ATK are going to have to pull some magic out of the hatch as we see a flash getting set up here for Slowy. Is this...
Blaze is going to throw that out. It's already equipped by him. Ooh, what a flashbang! Slowy gets 2 for himself. Daru gets another. And now Daru and Daru getting a double for himself. Fady not needing to do any more than he already did that round.
$200 win you the round there. Like, that flash was so insane that came through from ATK there. Very nice play. I mean, they had the weaker guns. They had very little util. They used that 1 flash through the smoke, and it just completely destroys Goliath there. That's got to be such a mental knock there.
Goliath still showing quite a lot of discipline with a full deagle setup, 2 flashes of smoke and a nade, and they're going to be playing aggressive. Look at this. Do they? Is Adaro gonna jump into Mexico and maybe find himself a pick? Oh, Adaro.
Oh,
Slowy
Adaro,
still gets the pick. Adaro choking a little. Oh, Massacre doesn't choke those shots. Those ADM and Massacre managed to find the heads of Mr. and Blaze. Slowy will definitely run with that bomb as fast as he can. Or will definitely be calling for backup. And the rotations are already coming out. This is 500 IQ player coming up from ATK.
I think it's Goliath rotating off. But yeah, deciding to pick the correct side. But yeah, the two players coming back. It was just a preemptive rotation, expecting a fast play from ATK, but not actually happening. So this is very standard.
No utility on the side of Goliath. They're just going to be hoping that their aim wins them the round. Let's see what they can do. Although find a player. He does take damage. Down to 21 HP. Fady manages to finally find a frag in the smoke. Let's see if Massacre needs to push us. Daro doesn't care about smokes. Might have seen that player there. Takes the head off of Massacre.
Just look at how well ATK play off each other. There's constantly a flash waiting around every corner. Like whatever they do, they've got their post plant set up in the bag. They've got their executes, everything. They do so well as a team. And I think that's something a lot of South African teams struggle to do, is play together as a team. The way you play off each other is so important.
I was chatting to Mistem the other day, and he said that they definitely take some inspiration off of the side of Cloud9.
Yeah, I mean, Cloud9 are doing phenomenal overseas. So, and they've got their own unique playstyle, and yeah, really nice to see some of the teams taking styles off from Cloud9 there.
I mean, I'm sure JT will have good relations with the side of ATK, as he used to be part of the side of ATK that got bought out.
He's got the good relations with the side of South Africa, man.
Yeah, the side of South Africa. I mean, he is a South African, so
yeah,
definitely there. And now Goliath need to pick up a round. It's been so long. Oh, ADM with the dirty shot onto Mistem.
That's what we need to see. We need to see those kind of things coming up from Goliath. They need to start playing. They need to psych up here. They need to get in gear.
There's inhuman reactions. Nobody's ever done this. And now ATK changing things up, but they're going to be running into 4 players. I don't think ATK can out-aim them. As I say that, Daro does get the first pick. Does get the second. Almost clear sight. One more on sight, and that is clear. There was 4 picks, and ATK didn't drop a single player.
Goliath just... I don't know, man. It's just not their night tonight. Doesn't look like the same Goliath we see every weekend in the finals, you know? Every week.
And now
I would have loved to see that Vertigo come out, but I mean, Goliath have one more chance to finish this up, and they need another 10 rounds.
They're going to struggle. Look at this economy from Goliath. They're going to be buying scouts. They're going to be buying XMs if we see any. They're going to be buying Deagle's armor utility. Anything like that. They want... Will he be able to find the first, and he finds the second, and he finds the third? God, ADM shuts down those players.
Unfortunately, he was saving the AWP and not protecting or defusing the bomb there, but he manages to save the AWP. There's a little bit of a lifeline for them here in this game. They need to use that AWP now. ADM needs to create space here for his team. I mean, 4 stack onto A site.
I think if you're the side of ATK, you just go A. You know that AWP is going to head towards B. Or you try and take the AWP as you know it's going to be isolated on a site.
The double nade just not coming in.
I mean, 63 HP. might have done enough. 2 shots with the M4. That's all that's needed. 1 headshot as well. ADM not having the reactions that he did last round to be able to take out that shot. And now he'll be pushed through the smoke. Fady does get the first frag down to 9 HP. We'll hide it out here. We'll jump peek. Oh, with his life. And he manages to save it up. ADM not caring about that smoke. Please. Fady, why were you still there? Slowy gets caught out as well. Missed him. Just... Missed him. What are you doing? Why are you there? And now Dara will finally get that nade kill. Goliath needed to win this round. All they needed
I can't believe Goliath won that round. This is a lifeline given to them by ATK. ATK just... I feel like they played that really sloppy. Just not getting the timings right there. Something happened there that shouldn't have happened, but they've just thrown a lifeline out to Goliath. Can Goliath just build up the momentum and snowball through this? It's gonna be quite a game for them if they want to climb back here.
8 rounds in a row they need to get on CT side. 8 rounds in a row. Can they do it is the real question.
The double ops out for Goliath.
Goliath finally resumed back to their Odaro peeked out there very quickly, but didn't manage to find any value out of it. But now he will, as he gets a swift pick onto Mistim.
Almost every single round I'm seeing Goliath with almost no information on the... You know, they don't ever take banana control, and now... Wait, how do they know which side they're going to hit?
They don't. Blaze is making a little bit of noise. Fady gets the first pick against Mango. I didn't even see that shot. That was insane. And now it seems like the rotations will come out. Dory gets one of his own as well as Slowy. Massacre finally refrags onto Slowy there. It might be a little too late as Bomb is rotating to site. And this 2 AWPs on a retake. And Adaro says, nah, I don't want that AWP. Picks up an AK. This is going to be... Their parts must be pounding at the moment. That smoke is finally cleared. No player in pit. That smoke will not hold any use. Massacre or Molly off backside there where the bomb is planted. Fady's in such an advantageous position. He knows that both of the players are there. Dara gets a first pick. He needs to find another. He does. 1-on-1. Fady. Blaze gets the last frag onto Adara to finish up this game. GG. ATK take this 2-0.
Jeez,
wow,
man.
to Goliath. They came back for vengeance, and they got vengeance.
Man, I'm so disappointed, Daniel.
Why you wanted to see us cast Vertigo?
I wanted to see Vertigo, man. I really wanted to see Vertigo. That would have been so much fun, man. Seeing Vertigo for the first time in the Inkosi Super Cup, man. I think I don't know if any other teams, but in a final we would have seen Vertigo for the first time. Jeepers, man, that was solid performance from ATK. It's not a good night for Goliath. Yeah, it really didn't look like the players were very comfortable. They weren't looking... They looked asleep, man. Like, not like them, but...
It felt like the communication between them wasn't that great. Their plays were so slow. They were methodical, but they were slow. And like after they had been reset or after a smoke went down or a molly, they sort of fumbled. I feel like ADM played more of a entry frag. I mean, we did see him go, I think it was like 23 for 18 at the end of that last map there. So he was playing he was playing so well as an individual player, but as an IGL, I feel like he didn't have that much of an impact this game.
Yeah, yeah, like I said, it wasn't a good night. It's not the normal Goliath we see, but ATK on the other hand, looking insane.
And we just got news that Energy qualified for the spot in the monthly cup. So well done to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to see a better performance from them though. tonight there wasn't their best performance, but hopefully we get to see a better performance. I was expecting some big things from them tonight, which we unfortunately did not see. But I mean, they've got the spot in the monthly cup. That's got to be quite a bit of motivation for them.
You know, most definitely. Everybody that has joined us today, thank you so much. Everybody that has joined us from Jinx TV side, everybody viewing from that, you guys are amazing. All of the support is so welcome. Thank you to Nodwin Gaming for giving us this opportunity to cast from my side, and I'm pretty sure I can say the same from William. This has been an amazing opportunity for us to be able to cast on this sort of level. Nodwin for hosting the Inkosi Super Cup. They're putting out so much content and bringing out leagues for so many titles. I mean, we've got PUBG Mobile, we've got Tekken, we've got FIFA, we've got Counter-Strike. Four big titles that Nodwin is busy putting out leagues for. So to them, you guys are making esports in South Africa worthwhile. So everybody, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Signing out from my side. William, you want to say your goodbyes?
Cheers, guys. Thanks for the views.
Bye-bye and cheers for now. See you next week.